So you know what makes us different from all the other ghost hunting shows?
What? No.
Bye, Trevor.
No.
Quiet, you. Hey, what's up? This is Off Topic. I'm your host, Michael. We got Lindsay, Jeremy, Jack, Matt. Boom! Flew right through that. Got some sponsors on today's episode. We got Calm, we got Movement, we got Honey. More on that later.
Oh, I was hoping it would like escelate.
Nope. You get some Reese's there.
Yeah,
and you're still saving them.
I'm holding on to
them.
Okay, weird.
I didn't want
thought you were already
go away
eating.
from me because I didn't want to blame you, even though I knew you were the whole
Bizarre.
time.
So we're just going to spend the first half hour of this episode. We're just going to give you time to go watch Haunter Season 2, Episode 1.
Oh, yeah, check
so
it out.
We'll be
They
back
can watch
in
it whenever
25
they
minutes.
want, though.
Check it
Again,
out.
if you're a first
Have
member, you
food on
can.
your face.
Oh no, I got chicken.
Yeah, you were just sucking down.
I sucked down some chicken.
So, Haunter Season 2, just today.
Go watch it right now.
Episode
We'll
1
wait.
is out now for first
We'll wait.
members, and if you're not a first member, or if you still are, you can still watch it. But all of Season 1 is now available. Or is it all Season 1? Yeah, I think the whole season's
I
out.
think it's all out. Yeah.
All Season 1's
I
out
think it was
on the
leading up
RT
to it.
site.
Yep.
So go check that out.
only.
If you haven't watched any of it, watch it, and then fire into Season 2.
Season 2 will not be available for anyone non-first members.
Right.
It's only first members, although Season 1 is available for everyone on roosterteeth.com.
People can already tell from the one episode that's out right now. It's so much better than one. Like it really, like we
knew what we were
figured out what
doing.
we were doing.
Yeah.
This is how I identify with the audience too, because we talked about how I wasn't able to be in season 2 a lot because I was super pregnant.
Yep.
When you talk about that, I'm like, damn it, no! I want to see what happened.
Yeah, well, you can watch it.
I know now, right now.
This
Episode
episode
one,
in
if you're
particular
Yeah.
ends on a cliffhanger too.
There's a couple of two-parters.
This is one of them. It starts on a two-parter.
It's a good episode. Good, strong starting episode.
There was a lot of meaty haunts.
Yeah.
That were just like, there was just so much stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of season 1, like it's still extra footage, but it's just like kind of because there's 900 cameras and everything, and there was a lot of like smaller locations. But season 2 has some big fat locations.
got some
There's
fat
just so
ones.
much stuff to explore. That like most of them have like
So Mall of America?
multiple. Oh, maybe I don't know.
That's for sure.
But no.
That's what we
It's Dark Ghosts. So there you go.
Our ghosts, the ghosts of us,
We once
alone
were.
on roller coasters.
The woman was like, "Do you want to wait for anyone else?" I'm like, no, just for
No.
Why?
And then I went home with a little kid.
Would I?
God, somebody sent
No,
me
it's
a
great.
clip of like I don't know if it was a new, like a recent, like a currently airing episode of The Bachelor, and the dude was like talking to one of the contestants, and he was like, "Do you want to have any kids?" And she said 2 or 3, and he was like, "Well, if you have 3, that's uneven if you get on a roller coaster." And I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!"
Even better was the dude said that, and then the Bachelorette responded, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're right. That's so sad. I've completely changed my worldview about having children now. Thank you."
She's pandering because
For
she
this.
wants him to pick her.
And I went, "Wow."
You have one kid be the leader. He's sitting up
I
front.
mean,
the two kids
here's,
back
here's,
twice
you don't
the
worry
time.
about it.
Just
and you
don't
figure it
have
out.
kids and ride as many fucking roller coasters as you want.
God
Like,
damn.
Also,
do that.
just saying, like you don't have to wait in line of child swap bullshit.
Yeah.
It's true, but then you
Ride the
have,
roller coaster.
but then
There's
you
no
have an
child
empty, pointless life.
swapping at all.
So it's a real give and
You're
take.
just not riding together.
Yeah,
Empty, pointless life with a lot more money.
yeah.
Boy.
A lot more free
I feel
time.
people can find
No,
fulfillment
not if
anyways.
you
Yeah.
force
Yeah.
your kid to become a doctor. Then you just chill
No,
and they pay you.
Force your kid to
True.
make an amusement park and build a roller coaster their goddamn
Oh,
self.
wow.
And then
Well, you'll be
Then-
like 80 by the
then you're
time
gonna-
the theme park's done.
Woohoo!
He's
There
right
it
about
is.
that, but also like you'll know everything about that kid. You'd be like, they probably fucked up his roller
Yeah.
Oh,
coaster.
absolutely.
It's ruined.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
true.
My
die.
slack ass kid.
Dark.
You know.
Speaking of dark, let's throw back to Hunter. I hear we have a clip from season
Oh, do we
2.
really? Oh, cool.
Where'd you hear
Let's
that from?
roll that clip. Someone told me somewhere.
Don't know what.
It's so hard to see properly out there. Out here on the bridge now, let's... What was that? Just heard this door. I hope it was just the wind. You know what, I'm gonna try to close that so it doesn't rustle around too much. I don't like it being open like that. All right, well, I'm gonna try to talk to this lady a little bit. Let's see if she's around. All right, I'm gonna try a little bit of role play here. Mother, help! I'm lost on a bridge. What? Is that door open again? Guys? Oh, I don't like that. Ooh.
Gasp. And we never saw Trevor again.
Spooky.
That goes on. That
Yeah.
thing. That does not end there.
That was a creepy ass location.
That place is the most uncomfortable I've felt at any location.
I would have to agree with that.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what. I mean,
Imagine if I had
maybe
been
it was
there.
dead people.
Been
I
super
don't-
uncomfortable.
God, I'm curious.
That would have been the goal.
Hey,
How much? How much? I'll just say how much of the boxes are in the episodes. I don't know if it's episode 1 or 2. I haven't watched the cut
The boxes
in the bedroom. Remember?
Oh, with
Yeah.
I don't know because that's episode 2.
Okay.
So that's not out yet, and I haven't watched a cut of that for a really long time. but-
There's some stuff some shenanigans that happen with boxes. That's all I'll say. Was one of the greatest moments probably during our filming of that show.
It was preceded with Jeff falling asleep, and that definitely didn't make the episode. That man laid down to bed, and that was it. We were trying to do something. There will be some outtakes, more like cut scenes, because we try a lot of things, and lots of times we just end up yelling at Fabello because he's like trying to will something to happen. We're like, what do you want to happen here? Oh, a ghost didn't show up. That's our fault. Like, get the hell, screw. And I think there's a summoning circle that we try in one place that doesn't make it in the episode. And this one we tried something that didn't make it in. That was called like mirror scribing?
Scrying, I think.
Mirror scrying, I think that was it.
Yeah, with Ryan, me, and was it you?
I was part of it.
Is that when you sit in a dark room with just a mirror and you look into it until you
Almost.
No, close.
Here's-
So
Start going
basically,
insane.
Yeah,
you're supposed to do
basically,
you do it with candlelight. You're supposed to do it with candlelight.
Yeah.
Where you have candles lit, and you have one person in a mirror, and they close their eyes, and then two people next to them look at the mirror at that person's face, and then ask a ghost questions. And you're supposed to just keep staring at their face.
So we just had Ryan standing there with his eyes closed, and Jack and I on either side of him, and I think Trevor was behind him. We were all looking in this mirror at Ryan, like trying to see what would happen if we would see images or whatever. And like I said, I don't think any of this made it in the episode, but we like doing all that, and then just in the background we hear. And we just, we're trying to keep a straight face and keep going with this thing, and we just couldn't stop laughing.
I also love it because of things like that. There's a running joke with Achievement Hunter that like we're too big of assholes for ghosts to show up. So it's
Right?
Hunter,
They're like,
yeah.
why bother with this?
Yeah, no,
Look at
yeah,
that.
these people
They're
are
not going to
okay.
believe it.
Yeah.
Someone in chat saying it was wind. I've seen so many old doors here in Britain do that. It was not windy. It was not windy there. at that
It actually
location.
wasn't windy that night. Yeah.
Yeah. That was.
And we spent a lot of time outside because that place had a big grounds.
Yeah.
So we spent a lot of time out. There's oh man, you just watch episode 2 when it comes out. You'll love it.
There's some good stuff.
Episode 2 is awesome.
Yeah. It's also cool just exploring. I mean, like, I'm a history buff, so I like exploring historical areas anyways, but that accompanied with ghost stories and being in England where everything is, like, insanely much older than America.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, the really old ghosts.
Yeah.
The quality ghosts.
The ancients.
Aged to perfection, yes. What year is this one?
Tell
600, you said.
tell me about 12.
This one was 12. They say it in the episode. Built in like 1240.
Yeah, that may have been the oldest location we
I think it
visited.
was.
Damn.
It was old.
Yeah.
It was an old place.
Really, really cool though. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, shooting there was cool. Shooting, like, we shot in Australia, we shot in London, or in England, and those were doing the overseas ones was a lot of fun. It's kind of like seeing how crews work. Like in London, they have like tea time basically during production. So there'll be like a break in production, and they bring out tea and sandwiches, and everyone just gets tea and sandwiches. And I was like, okay.
All right.
And that's like part of filming in
Yeah.
England. It's like, oh yeah, all right, time to get sandwiches, and everyone got sandwiches. I was
For
like,
my pregnant ass, I was like, oh, yeah, into the purse. Yeah.
Sandwiches in the
More later.
Like pulling out
Maybe
later.
we can have more later.
they all go?
No. No, you get more sandwiches. These are mine.
I have to ask though, like, what is the oldest known, like, reported ghost? What was the
I mean,
first?
Jesus.
Jesus, damn.
Yeah, I was about to go that route as well.
That's over 2,000 years,
Yeah,
man. I mean,
people keep seeing him apparently.
Probably.
So.
or is he a zombie?
Show-
'Cause he
shows
came
up.
back from the
Yeah.
dead, so I
Yeah,
think
he
he's a
did.
zombie.
Yeah.
He's a
technically.
zombie.
He's wandering around
I
somewhere.
mean,
Then he's kind of beast out.
He did.
I mean, the Holy Ghost, right?
Sure.
I would think so.
Yeah, you literally use the term ghost.
Yeah.
Talking about that in the Bible.
What about, dude, an old ghost dinosaur?
That's exactly.
I was thinking of a
about to say,
dinosaur
yeah.
ghost, yeah.
Old ghost.
Died
dude.
tragically in a tar
It's an
pit.
old ghost, dude.
Their
Sucked in.
spirit's still
Top
trying
me.
to escape.
Top
You
me.
would think that there'd be some reports of dinosaur ghosts because people we've been places where like there's ghost cats over here, like you still hear the sheepdog barking at night and like stuff like that. Why aren't there like T-Rex came clawing through the hole?
Interesting question. Why aren't there?
Well, we've been burning them up and putting them
Well,
in the
that was-
atmosphere.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
Weird.
That was before Ghost existed.
that really-
so.
Dinosaurs didn't have souls.
They weren't
Right,
invented
yeah.
yet.
Dinosaurs don't have unsettled business in the mortal realm that they have to take care of before passing on to
Oh, there's
dinosaur heaven.
probably a few dinosaurs that were like, I'm going to eat that leaf. And then the meteor hit them.
Oh no.
That's their unsettled business, looking
Sources
for the
say
one leaf.
to this day.
He's trying to chomp that leaf.
That's what they actually say that. I think that's like canon in Futurama. That they say at one point they're like the last human ghost died 200 years ago. Like there's still robot ghosts around.
That's amazing. I've seen memes of like, why aren't there ghosts like from like more recent history? Like, imagine if your house was haunted by a ghost that just kept going like, "It's Brittany, bitch." You're like, damn it.
Go, Brittany.
God,
Stop.
Go away. Not in the mood.
Play more Nickelback. Oh fuck, it's back.
Do you think in like 100 years when people like make up ghost stories, there'll be a lot of like Fortnite ghosts?
I was just thinking of flossing ghosts
Flossing in the hall.
He was
I heard it. I know. I saw it.
because they have ghosts that are called like walkers, and it's ghosts that
those are zombies.
That's Walking
right, yeah,
Dead, dude.
allegedly repeat patterns of areas like, oh, in my hallway, I always see a man walking down the hallway at night or something.
Don't they say that's not a ghost? That was just like it left such an impact here that the energy
Yeah,
repeats
that's
the
a whole
same
other
thing. Yeah.
Matt. That's a whole other theory.
That's
You
it's
got
a whole-
time?
yeah,
I got
I mean-
time.
So you're saying like 50 years from now there's gonna be ghosts, there's
That
people
is
sitting
not
at
how
a
you
desk.
spell raptor.
Doing orange
Yeah.
justice in the
No,
hallway.
I'm thinking they're sitting there on a computer, there's a mouse and keyboard. Just,
Click, click, click.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're gonna be confident enough to write ghost raptors in all capitals, spell raptor right.
Damn, dude. Damn.
Whoa.
No, that's my favorite is when you see typos in all capitals because I was like, there was confidence. There was confidence behind it.
I like the dedication.
I like the
spell check.
dedication, the execution. Needs a little work.
Well, like I could see if Matt died tragically, he would be a Pokemon Go ghost.
Better eat that
yeah.
Reese's cup now. Before you
Dude, no,
die,
I got little time left.
Enjoy
His,
it.
his ghost would haunt areas just going.
Hey, there we
Okay.
go. We got it.
Got it.
We got it. Except you wouldn't see the phone or anything. Just
No.
It would just be
oh,
Matt in the hall
it's a
doing this.
wizard! It's a wizard!
What is he doing?
Awesome.
and then they're like the one guy who's brave enough. He puts the phone in my hand. He unlocks my soul.
Oh.
Wow.
He
Although-
gets all my
Elaborate.
Pokemon.
I'm kind of surprised Matt didn't die today because
Yeah,
I watched
can we talk
a
about that?
lot of
He's
the
got
workout
practice,
stream you were
dude.
doing.
There actually will probably be like a rewind in that room after I die. Of
Yeah.
just like a tragic event in my life.
That's pretty tough.
Of you doing
dude.
squats by just lifting your leg off the
That's
ground.
so funny to me, dude.
He had
Fuck
a
that
number of techniques.
Yeah, yeah.
it's secret workout technique.
Is this because you've played the game at home?
No, dude. It's literally been sitting at my desk since the
I
first.
thought maybe he played at home and in order to actually
Clearly
play the game,
not.
he
Yeah,
came
no.
up with like other
Oh no,
ways
he does
to
it on
do
the fly. He adapts as we go. So Matt purchased of his own accord a Ring Fit Adventure, which is a Nintendo Switch game. It's just like an exercise game. It's mostly like a cardio game, and there's some light there's light workouts because it's like it's tension. It's this
Yeah.
little ring and
It's-
it's flexible.
It's enough for
It's like
strength
it's like a
training
thick
if
piece
you've
of
never
plastic.
strength trained at all.
got
Where it's like
resistance
it's
on it.
flexible,
Yeah.
but it's got resistance. So you can push it in and you can pull it out. So it's all just like body movements combined with that ring.
Yes. And in
to
comparison
do
to Wii
exercises.
Fit, this is actual exercise,
It's
not like
you
congrats,
can
you
you
breathe.
can wear yourself out. So Matt was streaming it a couple months ago. It was in November because it was like
it
just
was-
before Thanksgiving. And I came into work and you guys were in the middle of filming something. So I just wandered over to the other room and Steffi was like monitoring, I think, the chat of Matt streaming. And I was like, no way, Matt's playing this? So then I like ran in there and hopped in the stream to work out with him. And then Fiona was there too. So it just became this like funny workout thing.
Fiona had planned to be there because she assumed I would die
Gotcha.
minutes into it.
See, I had no idea. I was like,
He was there to call the
the
proper
ambulance.
emergency.
Yeah.
I
crews,
almost screamed when I saw Steffi watching it. I was like, "Is this now? Is this right now?" And she was like, "Yeah, he's streaming it." And I like ran in. So I'm wearing jeans in the first one, because I didn't even know what was happening.
Hey, me too.
So yeah, which is weird.
Proper
You
gym
knew what
attire.
you-
I knew what I was doing, but I didn't have
didn't.
any gym attire.
So we did it, and we were committed to doing another one. And man, Matt he just wasn't able to do it week after week after week after month after month. So finally,
flu really saved my ass.
yeah, we were gonna do it. We were gonna do it last week, and the only reason we held up is because last week, Achievement Hunter released the tracksuits, the pants and the jacket, and we were just like, all right, well that's just gonna look good. If like we're all wearing the same outfits.
Yeah.
It'll look like an aerobic
So
video.
like we
It's
all
like,
had
whoa.
them ready to go
Mafia, which
for
kind of
this
like-
week. It's getting a lot of Russian mafia
little
comments,
bit.
which isn't wrong.
They're fit.
So
They work out.
So that was today. So we did it this morning. So it was like day 2, and you continued the progress. So it's harder.
It is.
It's just like longer, and they throw some new workouts at you. But the
2-month break really left me refreshed.
for sure, yeah, you got your energy back.
There's a rest period.
Yeah, it's a good rest period. So the way it tracks you is like you slide one Joy-Con into the ring, and it can like sense like the direction you're facing it, and like,
It must
the
sense, like, the
tension
push,
and all
too,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
it knows. And then you wear a little leg strap, kind of like on your left thigh, and you put the other Joy-Con in there, and that's just like when you're doing legs. It knows, when you're running or whatever. So Matt immediately cheats this system because the computer doesn't know if he's actually doing a squat or not. So he just kind of like bends his leg as little as possible.
Lifts his knees to hair.
So that the
It
game
wasn't-
thinks he's squatting.
It wasn't immediate.
No, it was
They
like
were
5
like
minutes.
4 or
in.
5 in.
Yeah.
And then I was like, nah.
And then he went, "Oh, wait a minute, hang on, I got something here."
This works.
Yeah. So
You didn't even have to do it that much either.
Dude,
It's just
Let
like
me
a
spin
minor
this.
one.
It
Matt.
was
You
really
proved that you're
funny.
smarter than a computer.
That's
Good
what
job.
I heard.
it was
There you go.
really
Yeah.
funny.
I can't believe it worked so well too.
So is this
did,
going to become a
yes.
recurring thing? I mean, I know the goal was like
Absolutely.
once a month.
It needs to
Once
be.
a month, I
Once a
think
month
I
is,
can do.
is not nearly enough. We need to get this man in shape
In
for
shape.
RTX.
Not even for
Fit
Matt's
for
sake.
RTX, Matt
I know.
Bragg.
That actually was
dude.
the original thought.
Matt for
And
Yeah.
people
And I was
love
like-
it.
And then
man.
Matt Bragg shot that down.
Yeah, he did.
The-
he really wasn't a fan.
We had people on YouTube and on the RT site watching it, and they were into it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like, do you understand how many people you're inspiring in the community and like at work?
Well,
like,
it's
we've
true.
never
To
been
lift their
Several.
leg and cheat.
like,
You got me into the RT chat.
Yeah.
That's
I know, that's
difficult
what
to
I was gonna
do.
say. There
Dude,
was,
the
like,
number of
everybody.
Achievement Hunter that participated in this.
We all
it was,
rallied together.
So
I
there's 3
couldn't
of us
believe it.
doing it. Alfredo was running the stream. Trevor popped in a bunch of times, and like, because Alfredo was racing back and forth from like switching and stuff like that to like physically moving the camera, because there's a lot of like sitting on the floor, and he'd like run over and pan the camera down and run. He was doing his own exercise, and he'd like run back to the computer. Trevor came in at one point, and he was like, he was hitting some money shots, like when Matt just started like barely lifting his feet an inch off the ground to run. He would just kind of like baby walk, and Trevor's like zooming in on his feet. Ryan came in as the only person to neg Matt and be like, "Boo!
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Doing
when he
a
said
bad
that.
job." He was the only person that did that.
But he clarified it's just negative reinforcement.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it,
And I was like, oh, I remember
he
that from
came in-
childhood. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I got it.
He
Just
came
like
in
that.
early on when Matt was running, and Ryan yelled, "Faster! The dogs are chasing."
That's awesome.
Jack was in the chat. It was
like
really
Jack.
funny, dude. Lindsay
That's-
came
oh
in
my
and
God, that's it.
tied Matt's hair at one point.
I did.
Because I was like, you probably should have done something with your hair, Matt. And he goes, "Well, I bought a headband yesterday, and I didn't get it yet." Because he
Yeah.
bought it on
I
Amazon.
bought it on Amazon. I
It was
thought
really-
about it last
in
night.
2 months, he was like, "Oh."
That's right.
So she tied it back. Then she was standing there with a piece of cardboard fanning him.
was.
You were. Thank you
There
very
you go.
much.
That's good.
It was refreshing.
Yeah.
It was fun.
We'll say you broke girl code. Here's why. Okay.
I have it on my desk.
Good job. Okay. I retract my statement.
Yeah, no.
We're done. Thank you. If you lend someone a hair tie, you better give that
No,
back.
I know.
That's
You
how
gotta
this
give it back.
works.
Oh.
So we did the stream. It was-
Never been lent one.
Yeah, you
Don't
never
want to blow
did.
your mind.
If you grow your beard out, I got you.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
We finished the stream. It was good. And then so coincidentally, the last time we did the stream was the same day we all went to lunch with Chris to the Olive Garden.
Oh yeah.
So that's why there's kind of 2 narratives in that video if you watch that between the games where we're talking about like, Matt, are you alive? Because he did the workout stream earlier that day. So at the end of the stream, I was like, Matt, there's no Olive Garden this time. And I know like last time that was like a little reward for you. So because you just burned an estimated 155 calories, you can pick one of these candy bars I have for you. So I had Almond
Michael's
Joy.
stocked up
I
on
had
candy.
Almond Joy, I think a Snickers, Twix, or Reese's Cup. And Matt picked the Reese's Cup.
There it is.
Got 'em right here.
So again, how many calories did he burn?
About 155.
155 calories. Is
And how many calories are those?
It's 210.
Okay.
Per cup or okay.
It was just enough time for to watch the chat go, no! And then we ended the stream.
Okay, and then
There's a
I've
cliffhanger.
told this. We told this story in the Minecraft we just recorded, but then Matt misplaced said a lot of people misplacing things today. Lindsay was
Oh, yeah.
guilty
We'll-
of this
we'll
as
get
well.
to there.
We'll get to there.
That's
Lindsay's
a
had a day.
saga.
Matt is like he's sitting at his desk. I'm elbow deep in Isaac, and
Binding of Isaac.
Probably
Not
not the right
just some
way to
person.
do it.
Congratulations.
got me good.
Oh.
And I can hear Matt like mildly freaking out. And I'm like,
Freaking
I don't know
out.
what's
Panicked,
going on.
maybe.
But he's sitting over there and he's like, where is it? Where'd it go? I'm like, and I was like, now I'm interested.
Well, it's like I went and changed. I came back and was like,
Yeah. I'm like, there's distress happening and now I'm interested. And I'm listening and I'm like, what's wrong? What's going on, Matt? What's wrong over there? And Matt goes, I had Reese's Cups, and you had already told me that you awarded him with those. It's like, I had Reese's Cups and they're gone. Like, I don't know where they are. And what happened to them? And I was like, oh, you lost your cups, huh? Cups are gone. Like, just being like a weirdo about it. Instantly, like, incriminating myself. Matt's like, did you take my cups? And I'm like, no, I didn't take your cups. And like, I went back
touch
to
my cups?
and I just like went back and started playing. Matt stood up from his desk, walked over to my desk, and stood next to me and stared at me. And I looked at him and he just went, I want those cups back. Like, I didn't take them. I swear I didn't take them.
you get why.
Yeah, but then I saw Matt looking around my desk, either looking for where I've hidden them or what he can destroy in retaliation.
Incredible.
And then Michael walked in, and I explained the situation to Michael, and he's like, oh, you just left him in the other room. You didn't take him with you.
And I go, yeah, they're in the other room. And he's like, no, I brought them to my desk. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're in the other room. So then like I left to leave the room and go check the stream room. And Matt like follows me. He's like, hang on, we're gonna see here if they're in the other room. And I thought they were on the table. And I was like, oh, I guess they're not there. Like they weren't on the table. And Matt's like, yeah, I took them from the table. And then I brought them. Oh, here they are. And they were like at one of the computer desks 5 feet from the table. And
Well,
he just goes,
I gathered
swear I
everything
brought them back
together, and I
with
was
me.
like,
Yeah.
I surely took all of that back to my desk together. I put it together, but apparently I left
And
them.
Matt walks in holding them. He walked by my desk, pointed at me with the Reese's Cups, and went, I owe you an apology, but you would get it. I get it. Yeah, I understand.
That's great.
I understand. Yeah.
See, very similar things happened to me, but I know it's my fault. So I went, scrap it, burp. I did it again.
That's true. She makes that noise and everything.
It's like a sim noise.
Yeah.
Scrap it above.
Yeah. At one point today,
God.
we were actually we forgot to shoot Awu. We were gonna shoot Awu.
We're going to do it first thing tomorrow morning.
Pile of boxes, and Jeremy found a half-eaten kolache just sitting on the pile of boxes. He was like, "What? Who? Why would anyone leave a half-eaten kolache
I
here?"
announced in the room, I went, whose kolache is this?
And Lindsay's like, "What's up?"
Which right away.
What's it look
was
like?
me.
Yeah,
Which I delivered it like surprise. It was me the whole time, but I forgot that I left that kolache there.
the whole
Completely.
time.
Lost my water bottle after that. It was in the same spot.
Same spot?
As the kolache?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was like, where'd it go?
There's some sort of cosmic energy drawing us.
I
Spot in the
Jeremy
room.
said-
Someone sent us a black hole.
I was like, Lindsay, don't go over there anymore.
No-no zone.
And then right
No-no
before
zone.
we started streaming today, Lindsay was pouring herself a beer out of the Voodoo Ranger tap. And just all of a
Perfect
sudden,
pour, by the way.
I hear, no, stop. I look back, and this beer is pouring out of the faucet.
Spraying out.
There's no cup or anything underneath it. And then Lindsay just turned around and goes,
So this is,
pouring out.
Yeah.
I turned around and
all
I
right.
went, can someone help me, please?
this is half of the situation. Now that tap gets stuck.
Yeah.
But her reaction is, what am I gonna do?
My reaction is not that. It's if Lindsay tries to help, she will make it worse.
It was-
Will fuck up
Literally, there's
harder
giant
somehow.
bugs
No,
right
it's a
next to
bad
the
thought.
tap.
No, it's a bad thought.
There's already like a trauma. You can't make it worse.
You can't make it worse.
Yeah.
I mean, I
No,
guess you can.
I
could've-
was-
I'll reach for those cups. I'll drop it. There's glass everywhere. If something sets on fire, a child is crying.
No.
There's.
excuses. This literally happened. If you're watching this live, if you were watching during the pre-stream when they're in broadcast, that's when it happened. Like I was in broadcast, standing in there, and it was cutting back and forth between broadcast, and then Matt's song was playing, and he was doing a thing with his Reese's cups. Yeah. So it was like fading between the two. I'm in there, and I hear yelling and running, and I look out, and Nicholas just runs over and punches the tap.
It was awesome.
Yeah, you can tell when it happened too because I was doing the whole thing and I looked over. I was like,
The best part was Nicholas, like, he was like a superhero. He came in, he was like, fuck you, beer. You're done.
Bam! And then he like play with it
My
a little
hero.
bit.
See, Nicholas would not have had that moment if I had
He didn't
stopped
need the
beer.
moment. He would probably prefer he didn't have the moment.
I just turned around and I grabbed this thing actually. I grabbed like the weightlifting
one,
thing.
yeah.
I just put it underneath it just so it's not pouring all over the counter.
What could have happened if Lindsay done that? It would have blown up.
It would have. Again,
Exploded.
glass everywhere,
Shattered
fire,
glass in
crime,
eyes.
divorce.
You also are carrying a piece of cardboard out of the room today.
Well, that's what started the bad juju of the day, but we can take it even further to yesterday when I was already funky. So I was trying to.
Not like DK.
No, I was not.
fuck you.
I was just trying to text someone. I was right outside of our restrooms, which in between the male and female restrooms, there is a microwave that you can use, company microwave.
This was very funny. You
So
tweeted this.
I'm leaving the bathroom, and as I do, I'm usually like texting or tweeting because that's what I do when I'm in the restroom. So I was like, gonna finish up. Okay. Someone walked by and said hello, and I instantly went into like social panic, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm next to the microwave, but I'm not microwaving anything. Like they know that I'm just kind of like standing here and I'm taking up space by the microwave. I should microwave something, but there's nothing in there. I should just push it, start the microwave. So I pushed the 30-second, and it was just microwaving nothing for 5 seconds. Like,
She just turned on the
nothing at
microwave.
all.
She was like, that's like, that, you did something. What? You did something an intruder would do. You work here.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm just a normal person. You
I
really
am a
work
real
here.
human.
For years, like in this specific building that you're talking for years and years, it's the same people we see all the time that like
I
we don't
sound check
work
people
with. Then we
in.
just see them.
I see that person daily. Like I know.
Ah!
And now
I should be here.
It's a good thing you did that, Lindsay, because now they're not gonna think you're the asshole
Wild.
standing
Yeah.
in front of the
Not at all.
microwave.
They,
Now they're like, what
they
the fuck?
walked away and
She
he
was
went,
microwaving nothing.
I just saw
Nothing.
that woman we see all the time just turn on the microwave and then there was nothing in it.
Which
I don't know
you
what the hell was
shouldn't
going
do.
on.
Don't turn on an empty microwave, but panic doesn't listen to
So
logic.
weird.
I trapped a spider in there. Trust me.
We're good.
It's
It's
gonna
been
die.
Trap the
obliterated.
spider in there. Got it.
So
It was a black widow. You should have seen.
we had that. I think that rolled into this morning where I was very excited for your
I think
stream,
that's been
Matt.
rolling for about
My
20
life,
years.
yeah. But it peaks and valleys, Michael. Peaks and valleys. We're at a peak
Well, that's
right
how you
now.
roll. Yeah.
I said that.
Got the balance on? It's coming.
I literally said that. I said that to Matt when he was checking his heart rate this morning. Because at the end of every level, you could put your thing on the Joy-Con. I went peaks and valleys, Matt, because it was just going.
It also would be like,
Every time he did it, it would go. We don't know. Try it again. It would take him like 4 times.
Well,
like,
Matt
oh,
died in the
you're
middle
dead.
of it. Yeah.
well, that's flat.
I was so excited for your stream, and that's when I was getting the cardboard to fan you. I'm like, oh, he'd love some air. That would feel really good right now. I'll go fan him.
Oh, that's what it was for. Okay.
Yeah.
So I grabbed cardboard out of our like throwaway Awu cardboard box area. I ran past Jeremy, and just by passing him, my brain/body freaked out, and they were like, "There's a person nearby." Panic. And so as I'm running past Jeremy to go to Matt, very excitedly, I go and I drop the cardboard. It just like flies from my hands, and I go, Jeremy, and he's like, I didn't do anything.
He actually yelled at me.
Man.
I was like, I'm just walking in.
Shit, my cat would do. We will walk by. Oh shit!
Human. Yep. And so I went, your presence threw me off.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Well,
Up along.
there was also the moment with you in the present recently.
What was this? Jeremy, there's a long list of incidents.
So, okay, here's the list of incidents. Lindsay very nicely bought a present for someone.
No, that someone, Maggie, graciously got Christmas gifts for her godchildren and gave them to me and was like, take them home, your kids will love them.
Okay, all right.
Then
yeah.
Jeremy can hop in and
Then
tell
I
us
can hop
the
in.
story.
I'm talking to Lindsay. This is before she was on Chump. So we were in the office, and already an incident happened in there in relation to Chump, which was very funny. But we had a thing happen in the office, and so I was like, all right, I'm gonna head over to the show, like to go do we do a run through of the show, like really quick. I just do it with them so they can practice the graphics and everything. And Lindsay's like, I'll go with you. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the bathroom first. And she's like, I'll go with you. And I was like, okay. And so we walk over to the bathroom. And
I pretended to microwave something.
Microwave like presents to hell.
So we go to the bathroom, and then, and I come out, and then she walks back out, and I'm talking to her. And then she looks at the counter where the microwave is. And I don't know which one of us pointed it out, but there was a present sitting there. You did. And oh yeah, it was mid-conversation. That's right. We were talking to each other, and Lindsay's like talking to me, and then she goes and points at the present, and I was like, I don't know, someone left a present there. She goes, I put that there yesterday.
Wow.
She took it with her. It was next to her during chump.
I believe I told you I was like, this didn't happen.
Right. Yeah. And you're like,
Let's move on.
Super early onset Alzheimer's is what you've got.
This
right
is
now.
also the caliber of like guy saw me standing there. It's like there was a present on that counter for a day, and probably 80 people walked by. Nobody touched it.
Yeah.
And she's like, you saw me standing by the microwave. I had to act fast.
Yeah.
nothing happened. It's such a slow building.
Oh boy.
Every person you pass, they go.
Yeah.
Dude,
The
hey,
nod.
speaking of a slow pace, like a slow building, I watched a cut of an old man video.
Oh boy.
Oh, just before
Before this.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they obviously chop it down because it's, most old men videos, we've recorded like 2 now. Sorry, Cody. And
Look, he's fine.
he's all right now. But when the old men venture out, there's no like
when they get out.
when they get out, when they escape, there's no like, this is what we're doing. It's just kind of like we have a general idea of the plot, and then we go.
And then it becomes cripplingly slow.
There's a costume or there's an item, and then we're like, we can do something with this. Off we go. And it's very slow because we are old men, so it's not like, oh, we want to go do something over with the Rooster Teeth people. Let's go over to Rooster Teeth and film the thing. No, you gotta hobble there, and it takes forever. It takes so long. And so they cut down this video, and I was watching a cut of it. They're like, give us notes. And I was like, you gotta lop out a minute of us leaving the room. Like literally going from my desk to the door of the building. It's like 20 feet.
You never stop though. You're always old. As soon as you become old,
we're usually old before we're even old.
Yeah. Like we start to get it, and then the masks come on, and then we're fully there. Like, and
It's
there
like
were
a
funny
sickness.
parts of it. There's me going like around the log because there's like a piece of wood on the ground. I'm trying to go around it, but I was watching it like, this is too long. I was like, half the people watching this have turned it off.
Yeah, well, I said with that video, we gave them notes and stuff, and I was like, because there's so much in it, we go so far. I was like, cut it to like 10 minutes.
Yep.
Give it to me and Jeremy. We'll tell you another 5 to cut. Because this is like, you're not going to know, like, it's all stupid. What do I cut?
It's all equally
So I was
ridiculous.
like, make like a human 10 minutes that we can watch, and then we'll pull out stuff like the minute leaving the room.
Yeah, and when I saw the first death, I was like, I know what happens after this, so I'm pretty good.
The first death. That's a good.
Death number 1 of the video.
Yeah. This is a rare 2-deather.
And I was watching with Death, and Ashley, happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday, Ashley Dillard.
She was standing behind me, like watching me watch the video. And I was watching the death happen. And I was like, so do we just like hard cut to the next scene? Yeah. We're just back on our feet in a different place.
We gave them nothing.
No
Gave them
transition.
nothing. We died, and then Jeremy went, holy shit, and he pulled the mask off, and it was like somebody dumped a bucket of water
All
on
the
himself.
sweat. It was like,
He was so hot. Because we also now we've committed to like putting on big fucking jackets and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like with the sweatshirt and like the mask, it's just like a sweat box.
Yeah.
And Jerry pulled it off, and dude, it looked like he was just in like a 12-round boxing
I'm
match.
excited
Dude,
for old
it
He was just, he was like,
I overheat really easily too. And like, that was brutal, like with all the stuff
Now
on.
when summer comes around too, I really want an old man episode where you guys like go to the pool. And it's just like the mask,
We've
but your
talked about
regular
this.
body.
Well, we've talked about this, and we're very unsure whether what the thing is gonna
Can we
be.
take the old man to Schlitterbahn?
Yeah.
Like we don't know if we want we want the old man heads with mine and Michael's bodies.
It's
Like, bro,
funny,
that'd
yeah.
just be
It's
too
awesome.
weird. And we said the only
You always
instance is if we got some sort of surgery.
Or they cut our heads off and put them on new bodies. We had the conversation of like,
This has all been talked about.
but because the brain is old, the body is still decrepit. Even though it's a young body, we would still walk like this because I described it as brain dust. I said we
Right.
still got dust in the brain.
Right, so we-
even
we
our
can't,
young
like, sprint.
bones still
It's,
don't
it's
work.
muscle memory,
We've
but all
talked
the
too much
memories
about
are
it.
aged.
Yeah, a lot
We'll
of
be
talks.
sitting there doing whatever at our desk, and like I or Jeremy will turn around and go, so the old man. Like,
Right.
it's just an idea pops in your head. It's like, so now is it our bodies if their shirts are off? And then it's, well, I don't know.
Well, then we got to talk about
Hang
this.
on,
I
hang on.
love
Then
this
Trevor
too.
will usually come over. Trevor has a lot of input as well. He's a
He
fan
helps
of
the
old
structure.
man.
He
Trevor
helps the
wants to
structure.
be an old man. He does the old man voice too. And he's like,
does,
you need a third?
Now, question: will the old men be at AH Live?
Well, AH Live, I don't know. That's a real lot.
I mean, they have to fly all the
They're
way
in
out to
AH
California.
Oh, they don't. They won't make
Washington.
that flight.
No.
In a closed space with that many people, they're gone. They're gone. They're out the plane. If they can get them pilot outfits.
Oh God!
Oh,
my
it started
Lord.
talking about like,
Michael's going to Amazon.
Lord, no.
That's usually how it works.
This is how the last video started. Which I made enemies filming the last video.
Yeah.
I ruined a bunch of
Boy.
people's days.
it just like starts about I flew a plane in Korea.
I know what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, they don't know what wars they've been. We have no idea.
I was just thinking too, I'm like, would either of them be flight attendants? I'm like, no, they'd make some kind of sexist joke about how that's women's
Right.
work. Okay, moving on.
You would. Damn, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow,
It writes
I didn't
itself.
even think of AH Live. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
We
that's more,
might have to get him out there. We'll see.
we might have to get them out.
I brought to work today the shoes I got.
Oh, Michael bought them.
I specifically bought old man
Which look
slip-on shoes,
disturbingly like
which are
my normal-
almost the shoes Jeremy wears.
Very similar.
Like, they're not
Like
far off at
slip-on
all.
Skechers.
Dude, they're so thick.
That's
I got
awesome.
them yesterday.
The soles look like rolls for Thanksgiving lined up together.
They're
Just
huge,
that
dude.
padded. Yeah.
That's
They're
awesome.
so padded, it's crazy. It's like a mattress.
Oh, boy.
It's ridiculous.
You'll appreciate this too. He got the shoes last night. He was trying them on, as you do, because you're putting on the shoes of the old man. He became the old man at the house. I shunned Iris away and went, "Come here, get away from your father."
Yeah.
But as he was doing the voice, she started doing it. So she kept going, "Hello."
Yeah. Yeah, she was-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so then I
that's
kept doing
great.
it, and then she kept doing it.
That's great.
It was pretty
Oh,
funny.
no.
I forgot about that.
She's infected.
Yeah.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Calm. What if you could accomplish all of your resolutions this year by doing one thing? Mindfulness is the best thing you can do to help you focus on all areas of your life, whether that's taking care of your body, getting more sleep, or finally starting that project you've always wanted to do. With Calm, you can learn to be more mindful so you can achieve all your goals this year. Calm is the #1 app for sleep, relaxation, and meditation. Calm has sleep stories, which are like bedtime stories, but for adults. They can help you fall into a deep, natural sleep in minutes, and the stories are narrated by iconic voices like LeVar Burton and Nick Offerman. They also have soothing music from artists like Sam Smith, guided meditations, breathing exercises, and so much more to keep you relaxed and de-stress. If you go to calm.com/offtopic, you get a limited time offer of 40% off a Calm premium subscription, which includes hundreds of hours of programming. Over 60 million people use Calm. Join them today to accomplish your goals tomorrow. For listeners of the show, Calm is offering a special limited time promotion of 40% off a Calm premium subscription at calm.com/offtopic. That's 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library, and new content is added every week. Get started today at calm.com/offtopic. That's calm, CALM.com/offtopic.
She's got the curse.
God, it runs in the family.
Old man
Everyone's in the
disease.
family. It is one of those voices when you hear it, you just
Yeah.
kind of want to do it a little bit. That's why Trevor does it so much.
Or you're Alfredo, and you hate it.
Alfredo
You just wanna
is the best
burn it
about
with
it.
fire.
Yeah. But-
It is contagious though. Even like we are filming some stuff in Minecraft right now. We're doing like our British royalty kind of voices.
Right, yeah,
and
it's
it's
like
like everyone just does
It's
it.
one of those things that's
Like, oh,
like,
yes.
it's infectious for the people there,
Yeah.
and the most annoying thing if you're
For
not
anyone
a
else.
part of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
From afar, you're like, God, that's annoying. It's so stupid. I hate it.
Yep.
But then you get into it and you go, oh yes,
it's
we
a lot of
must
fun.
talk like this from from this point on.
That's me.
It's a great example of like if you step back, it's pure tribalism, but I love it. Like one
Yeah.
person just said this, and I liked it. So now the whole room will
Right.
be saying this. Like when we did Haunter, talking about Haunter promotion, we talked about Annie McCune, and I was hosting that one. We have so many outtakes of everyone, and we're going McCune.
That was mostly Jeremy and I doing it, and only one of them got in the episode, like right at the end.
Yes.
Every time they said it.
That's one of those things I can say, even from like Daniel's perspective, right? Jack's like, oh, you only put in the one. He's like, why would I put that in? What the fuck would I put in? You guys saying McKeon 45
Why
times.
am I putting you guys humping before we say
Right? It's to you. It's like, it's really funny. And he's like, no, it's not.
No,
it
Hilarious.
isn't. No, it isn't.
Hilarious. Mostly funny because I know it pisses off Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Did you? I guess you haven't talked about Jump, right?
Speaking of which,
yeah, Chump yesterday was the Haunter episode. So the live
Spoil.
episode was yesterday. It's coming out on the site today. YouTube tomorrow, I believe is how that all works. And
Tomorrow.
YouTube tomorrow?
Site today,
Look at
YouTube
that.
tomorrow.
Look at that. Nailed it. But yeah, it was the Haunter edition. So Daniel Fabello, director and co-creator.
he nailed it.
Nailed it this time, not in the intro I did.
It's so funny.
I was just gonna say director of Haunter in the intro. I'm like, director of Haunter, Daniel Fabello. And like,
I bet you love that.
I was running through it, and then he went, actually.
He didn't say it like that.
What?
He wouldn't even go, actually.
Well, no, he
Well,
said, he went, actually, it's director and co-creator, is what he said. to me.
Yeah, just to let you know, like, by the way, I co-created the show. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, okay.
Gone.
So then we start the show, the real live show, and Jeremy goes, director and what was
Something.
it? What was it?
Oh God.
And I go, creator!
Yeah, like, co-creator.
Co-something.
I hammered him a couple of times.
It was so
that episode.
funny, dude.
I hammered him a couple of times. We'd be like, can I get one more question? And I was like, that's up to my discretion. And he's like, well, what's your discretion? I went, you're moving on.
It was really fun. So it was me, Ryan, and Trevor as the deceivers.
As Trevor is like
Daniel was
new to the series, I was like, we definitely need to have Trevor on there. And then I lured you in with promises of Jeff.
There was a lot. You lured me in with Jeff, and then when I
They
knew
were
Jeff
not
wasn't
Jeff.
there, it was a lot of threatening. Which the audience may not grasp. Like in the episode, I keep making references that I'm going to leave in the middle of the episode. It's just because I was telling Jeremy for a week. He'd go like, so next week we're Chump. And I'd go, maybe.
Yeah.
And you'd go, no.
There's a lot of
no."
babies.
In the run through, I was dangling my keys going, my car's right outside.
Yeah, he was telling
It's
me
right
that he
in the
could drive
lot.
home.
It's right in the parking lot.
Yeah, but we had, I think we had more people vote in the audience last episode than any other Chump
It was
episode.
crazy. I was in the chat and I couldn't keep up with anything. I would just post and go, it's gone. My
no, it's
comment is
Into the
gone.
wind.
Lindsay's,
And
and this
you
is
feel
a
like
fun
someone 5
fact.
minutes later
Lindsay's
read
computer
yours
wasn't
and
even on.
Yeah.
She was staring at a blank screen, trying
I
to
would believe
type.
that.
Yeah.
Chump's a fun show, man. I really like.
Yeah.
I like being the contestant, the one to try to pick apart the deceivers. I can't lie on the fly like that. Like,
Yeah, Jack
I can't
said
keep it
anytime
up.
you want to be
But
a
I'm like, yeah,
contestant,
if you want me to be a contestant, I love it. I've now been the contestant 3 times.
Wow, look
two,
at this
two
guy.
in testing
All
and then
right,
one
well,
on
he
the
needs
actual
to be the deceiver.
broadcast.
That's
Yeah.
just not fair.
So we're,
love that.
and we're definitely get you in another episode, and if there's a next season. But the final next week is the final episode of season 1. So
See,
Take some break.
I don't feel like Jack would be a good liar. Maybe because you're
no,
just a
he just
wonderfully
said that.
open, honest person. But you're very good at calling bullshit, and I feel like that would be something that especially with me, you're very good at calling my bullshit, and I don't like that.
And
Don't be on an episode with me.
and I hate that.
Yeah. But yeah, being the contestant is a lot of fun. Like I got one situation where Cole had said that he had watched.
guy.
He said that he had watched
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey
yeah.
40 times. I'm like, great, Cole, name 2 characters in that movie. And he's like, all right. Literally, it was like one and done. Like, all right. I'm like, okay, name 2 more characters.
Here's
He's
what-
like Tina and Tom, and they own the convenience store where the guy buys
Yeah.
all the stuff.
Is it Christian? Is one Christian?
Yeah,
Christian Grey is the, and then Anastasia.
I've seen it
Yeah.
0 times.
And
I know
Mel
Mr.
and
Grey.
Edward.
That's all I knew.
he had seen it 3 times as well.
Yeah.
He had. And he couldn't do it.
I haven't seen that movie once.
But what I loved about that to me was a proof of concept, because we've never had someone so blatantly not telling the truth on the show before like that. I mean, he just got caught in a
Oh,
really
yeah.
bad
Yeah.
situation with that. But I was like, I don't know how this is going to play out, because I mean, the one reality is like he, obviously gets caught on it early, and then the contestant would just go like, all right, well, moving on to the next person. But like Jack and Cole did it perfectly, where like Question 1, Jack knew. There was no way. And then Jack kept asking him more follow-up questions about it. And Cole just like straight face just kept
He
answering.
answered every single one of them. Horribly, but he answered every single one of them.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Good on you, Cole.
It was really good.
That's a fun show. That's a lot
really
of fun.
It is.
So.
Yeah. Well, it's all. I mean, it's improv.
It's
what it
improv.
is.
That's what I wanted. Improv and lies. That was it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
well, even with the lying aspect, I like that it is improv, but usually when I'm telling a lie, it is a lie, but it's like sprinkled with truth. Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of true. This happened, but not really that way. So,
And even last episode that you were on, Michael, we changed up the scoring again. We keep changing up how games work with scoring and you know, different things we do with the show and different things. It's all just based off of feedback.
Yeah.
It's just like you know what people. I do have Mickey Mouse here. Someone pointed it out. Look at that.
that's awesome.
This is my beer head.
Oh, damn. Well, now you ruined it.
Yeah, that is pretty cool
Barely
that you listen directly and like read comments and be like, okay, let's tweak it a little bit and refine it because it's not like it's locked in. It's not like we're playing
yeah.
for money. It's like we're having fun with
Right,
it.
and at the same time, it's like, you know, this means that it's easier for this person to win. This, but I'm like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Like, but for the people who do give a shit,
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to make sure.
There
that
was
it's like,
there was a moment yesterday on the episode where, based on how the points were working, Jeremy was like, "Well, this is what the points are now. So if this thing, but also, maybe I'll just do whatever I want."
Yeah, I do that.
Like, it literally was like, that really doesn't mean anything.
Basically, if we get to the third game and there's someone, like one of the three competing, you know, the audience, the contestant, the deceivers, that can't win at that point, I'm like,
Bonus
maybe I'll throw
points.
you a bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
bonus points in there. We'll see.
Ryan was Ryan.
Trevor was Trevor.
He was quite
I kept throwing
fighty.
Trevor under the bus. It was my favorite thing.
Yeah,
to do.
Ryan was doing it too, so I was just joining in.
Oh my god, I
But
loved
like,
it.
it's great too because Daniel knows us so well from Haunter and a number of things, but like specifically Haunter. We're like 5 seconds into the game, he called Ryan uppity Ryan, and he's like, "I'm gonna go with uppity Ryan again," and he's like, he nailed it. He nailed it. Ryan was just like, "What do you mean? What do you mean I'm uppity? How am I being uppity right now?" It's like, all right, well, there he goes.
Awesome. Someone said I'd love to see Troy Baker as a contestant on Chump. I mean, he was.
Was it?
No, a
Deceiver.
contestant. I think they want him
I'm
as
asking,
the.
I was going to ask
Yeah.
if he ever was a
I
contestant.
mean, if they specifically want him as a contestant,
Yeah,
no,
was
he was
he
not
ever?
a contestant.
Okay, I don't know.
He was
I'm
just the
watching enough of your
deceiver.
show. I should.
He was just the deceiver with
looked
you.
like an
That was it.
ass.
And I saw Troy Baker this weekend. I did the retro replay
Yeah.
Australian
Yeah, you
charity
did.
stream.
Nice.
That was a lot of fun. We raised 50,000 Australian dollars to go to the World Wildlife Fund for Australia specifically, helping
Yeah.
save animals and stuff.
That's awesome.
But it was really cool. It was Liam McIntyre, who is an Australian actor, voice actor as well. He reached out to Nolan and Troy at Retro Replay. He's like, I want to do this thing. I don't know how to do it. You guys have the means. They reached out to Rooster Teeth and they're like, hey, we want to put this thing together. And then they just called in all of their friends.
There's a picture.
There's a photo right there of a bunch of us there.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome. There was a lot of cool stuff. They like tons of cool things got donated. I met a lot of really cool people. I've seen a lot of people that was I met Josh from Silicon Valley who plays Big Head. I was very excited of all the people. I'm like, oh my god!
Awesome.
Joel McHale was there. Seth Green was there. Of course, Nolan and Troy were there. Liam was there. Cam from Fallen Order was there. Aaron Zek showed up at one point. Symmetra and Sombra from Overwatch, the voice
That's
actresses,
awesome. Yeah,
they
I
were
see them all the
there.
time at conventions. That's cool. Nice.
But it was great because it was just like they were bringing tons and tons of people through. And like
LA, man.
like Katie and I got there at noon. It went from 11 to 5. We got there at noon just to be like, we're just here to support you guys. Like whatever you need from us. We stayed there for about 6 hours because we didn't stay until about 6 o'clock, and we were on stream for maybe 20 minutes because it was just so many people. It's like we're just going to support however I was on Twitter and chat and stuff, but. It was really cool, and it was cool to see all those people come together to, raise some awareness and support. So,
Nice. What?
yeah.
What?
I don't want to distract from
I know.
Cherry. It was a disturbing Slack that just went through.
Got a slack in the middle of this heartwarming tale.
I know, and it just crushed me.
That was
It
the
did.
peak. Here's
It
the
did.
valley. What's up?
Yeah. Nothing.
I got one from Fiona.
A Weems came to sliding it. No.
Oh, the
man.
Weemster.
The Weem. Yeah.
Weems.
There's one in the merch thing, but no, it's
Oh.
been just for you guys.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't think I'm on it.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Oh, you're not. No. It's in reference to a series of videos that you're not in. So
All
that's
right.
why
I don't know
it
why
came
you're being
through.
so vague.
That cute.
It's right last
We were gonna do last one tomorrow. It just got moved to Monday.
No, it wasn't
fading.
tomorrow. No, it was still Monday.
Yeah, it was gonna be
just
Monday.
it was starting at 10, and now it's starting at noon.
You're right.
Yeah.
I would have.
I'm not here
I
tomorrow.
would have sighed less.
I'm in Alabama.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm an out of
Starting at 10, I asked her to push it to 10:30.
I'm gonna get down there.
Now she pushed it.
Gonna have me a po' boy.
Have fun.
Pushed it.
Me.
I knew it was on Monday because I was out actually this Monday and Tuesday. I took sick days.
I forgot.
For the first time, I
Damn.
think maybe first time ever I've taken 2 sick
Where you
days
been?
in a row.
Sick.
I've been sharing a bed with Katie who got sick last week, and so yeah, I took her to the doctor last week, and the doctor's like, "Hey, be careful, it's gonna be contagious," and I'm like, "It'll be fine." And then like 4 days later, like, "Oh yeah," I went back to the same doctor. I'm like, "Hey man, can I get that same prescription?" And he's like,
I don't know why. I have that same mentality of like, if Kat gets sick and they're like, she's contagious, I'm like, well, not to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why I have that. Like, I just have that mentality of it.
and
If
so,
anything, especially like with kids, like that, you're done.
Yeah,
The second
when
you
I
have
got the
any
flu,
kind of
Iris
contagious
got the flu.
disease, yeah.
Although, to be fair, it's because I didn't know I had the flu yet. I thought I just had a cold because I started as like a cold, and then 2 days later I was like dying.
'Cause you're
So
a
then
damn fool.
I went to
That's
the
why.
doctor, and they're like, "Yeah, you have the flu. It's super contagious." And I was like, "Shit!" And then the next day, Iris got sick. So, but then it was like quarantine from
Yeah.
Lindsay and Luna. So then it was like, whatever. So it was like me and Iris like drooling together. We tried to just stay on like separate floors.
I mean, that works.
Did like prior to the diagnosis, like couple months, Michael was like, I don't need a flu shot.
Yeah. And you know what? I was good for like 15 years. See you in another 15, sucker.
so will you get a flu shot
Oh, I
now?
already have, only because it was here.
Okay.
That was super convenient.
Yeah.
Would I have gotten it? No, probably not.
We needed some. Well, like we needed a
insurance
card.
card.
It was, we needed our
Some
insurance
kind
card.
of thing.
That was it.
There was a number of us from Achievement Hunter because they had like, some registered nurse come in and do flu shots through the companies, like bring your card and get it done here,
Get a
blah, blah,
cookie,
blah, blah.
yeah.
Super easy, get a cookie. Probably half of Achievement Hunter either didn't have their cards or didn't feel like waiting in line.
Yeah.
And they went, and
Or
just walked.
a combination of the two. This guy.
Lazy fucks.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Like 5 or 6 of us came over and I think 3 people got the
Yeah,
flu shot.
I got one there.
We came
Trevor
up.
did. Ryan, I think maybe.
I don't know.
I think Matt and I grabbed some chips and left.
Yeah, that's about what happened.
Jesus.
I didn't have my card. I don't care. I already
I think
got
I had my card, and I just went, yeah.
I already got it.
You were
I'll be
like,
fine.
"Oh, there's 5 people in line.
Yeah.
I'm going back to the office.
Yeah, see ya.
Goodness. Welcome back, Jack. I'm glad
Thank you,
you're feeling
man.
better.
He's back, he's better.
Yeah, it was
No.
like it was very interesting. Not like I hate being sick. It's just one of those things. Like it's annoying because like I want to do shit
Yeah.
and I can't because
I
I'm
agree.
literally sick. So I stayed at home and played Stardew Valley and made puzzles.
Jack's all into
I'll
Stardew
be honest,
now.
I
Real
knew he would
sick,
be.
real
Yeah,
sick
that's
sucks.
his game.
Yeah.
It's
There's
a Jack
like,
game, yeah.
probably
Like
the
bedridden sick is
the most
fucking worst.
common for me is like if I like really fuck my throat up like from whatever, like if I'm kind of sick but then like we did like a bunch of crazy recordings and there's like yelling or whatever and it's like, yeah, my throat's like awful. I won't come in because it's like I'm gonna make it worse and then like I can't be in videos. I can't talk for like hours at a time.
Yeah.
So I'll just be like, I'm not gonna come in. But that's like, but I can do whatever I want at home because I just won't talk. You know, and I'm physically like not ill. Staying home and not being able to leave bed is the worst. And that was the flu. Like I couldn't do anything.
Yep.
I was just like,
Sleep.
this sucks. Like your body just aches, your bones hurt, and I was just like, oh.
Even
Well,
like
that was-
putting on
that
a
was just-
video and stuff, it's like hard
Yeah.
to focus
Yeah.
if your
Yeah.
head is like all messed
Well, and
up.
that's like I had my Switch by my bed when I had the flu, and I was like,
Matt would just go like this.
you know what? I'm gonna play Pokemon for a little bit. And that'll be okay. And then I would just wake up and be like, oh, okay.
Who took my Reese's?
I'm gonna play Pokemon. Where's my Reese's?
Reese's?
That bastard.
Matt comes in to work sick, Jeremy.
I want my cups.
I want my cups.
But yeah, it was like time kept moving quickly, but I never was able to grab the Switch to play Pokemon.
I just move further away from you.
Stardew.
Do it.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Movement. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and we know finding the right gift can be stressful. Every store has that one absurdly pink aisle that's filled with stuff, and there's no escaping the options of what to get for that special someone. But lucky for you, our friends over at Movement Watches have already done all the hard work for you. They've curated their best-selling watches, jewelry, and eyewear styles into the perfect Valentine's Day gift box sets for him and her. Enjoy a stress-free Valentine's Day with Movement's best-selling styles already pre-packaged together into sleek gift box sets that they'll love. Choose between beautiful watches and jewelry combo boxes, or upgrade to a deluxe box that features a watch, bracelet, and a pair of glasses, all in one and done. Gifting made easy. It's like they're your own personal Cupid. Get them something they'll wear every day with a clean, timeless watch. And for every watch order, you also get a free extra watch strap and free gift box already packaged together for you. If you need a little extra help choosing the perfect style for your Valentine, find exactly what you need with Movement's 2020 Valentine's Day Gift Guide. Who says you can't also gift yourself while you're at it? Movement Special Duo boxes feature a best-selling men's watch and a best-selling women's watch, so you both can look the part and enjoy your special day. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/offtopic and enjoy a free extra watch, strap, plus free gift box with every watch order. Go to mvmt.com/offtopic for your most stress-free Valentine's Day gifting yet.
Starter's on the Switch, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Starters in the Tesla as well now.
I might have to.
They literally moved Stardew Valley into like a game on a Tesla, so you can sit there and play
Yeah,
when
don't
you're
farm
charging.
while you drive.
Yeah.
I don't think you can. I'm not gonna let you.
I mean,
Please
I would
pull
hope.
over.
It's also
to
kind of
collect
the
your
opposite
crops.
of what the game like really promotes too, right?
What's up?
Like, aren't they like they promote like you live on the farm, have a clean life,
Yeah,
enjoy.
yeah.
In your robot car that drives you places.
I mean, it's true.
It's
It's
true.
clean. It's a clean car.
It's true. The whole game's like, damn the man and those corporations. Here's your Tesla.
It's not Stardew Valley in a Hummer.
Enjoy a Georgia Coma.
Although Hummer EV is coming, see they announced that today.
Did they?
Yeah, GMC Hummer. It's the GMC Hummer
Lock
electric.
it in.
Hummer.
All right.
Dude, I would
So
love
they
to see
say
you roll
next
up
year,
in
I
a
think
fucking Hummer.
End of next year is when it's coming out.
Jeremy,
Dude,
I want to
Tesla-
see Jeremy roll up in a Hummer, park, and then a ladder comes out. And he just
do not
climbs
want-
down.
Do you
Yeah,
want like
they
a firm
teased it.
ladder or
An
like a
all
rope ladder?
electric-
I want a firm
Yeah.
ladder.
Okay.
All electric Hummer coming out.
With 1,000 horsepower.
Yep. Tesla stock exploded yesterday. I don't know if
no.
you give a shit about that.
Oh, good.
Is it a rocket?
It's jumped like 300% in the past year. Like last night, like they crushed a bunch of like earnings and stuff, and like the fourth quarter call was yesterday, and they overdid every expectation they had, and their stock is now like 650 as of today. 2 days ago, it was like I want to say 4 something.
Well, if you have stock, sell.
Dude, now it's not the time to get into it, but if you had it, you got super lucky.
Time to sell.
So, anyway,
Or
yay Tesla.
buy.
Or just wait.
Also,
Buy and wait for
SpaceX
the
launched a
crash.
rocket yesterday too, and that was pretty awesome. 8 in the morning, woke up, watched that. That was awesome.
Hit a bird.
There's a lot.
It has to have happened.
Probably.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Been there, dude.
Many birds have died for space travel.
Yeah.
What's the whole thing with airplanes?
But they
in
made
general?
it to space.
Wasn't there a whole thing where they declared a bunch of Canadian geese from an airport because they kept getting kept hitting the airplanes?
Well, it's like the
Yeah, that
Sully
always
thing,
happens.
Well, that's what brought
Yeah.
down.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Brought down that
Yeah.
plane.
we'll be in the Hudson.
Damn birds.
Yeah. Grind
Get
them
out of
up,
the sky, you birds!
and a bunch of turkey burgers out the back.
Oh, damn, dude. It's like a
Pre-packaged
cartoon.
after
Yeah. It's perfect.
raining down on
If
the
that were
city.
the case, I'd just be standing on the ground going,
No, they get like some sort of system.
These dead birds reaching terminal velocity.
No, here's how
Smashing
you
your head.
perfect
Like right in
it.
your face.
Pilot's flying. He goes, "Hang on, we gotta flock the birds. Ping, lunch is served." It's
there
like,
you go. There you
feeds
go.
them back through.
The burger out of the roof.
Yeah, dude.
You're welcome.
Now, I know this is
Figure
going
it out.
back a hair, but did you talk about why you're going to Bama? Can you talk about why you're going to Bama?
Yeah,
Probably. I mean, it's been announced. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm going
Let people know,
to.
dude. In case for you Bammans, I don't know
going
what
to
that's what you're
Bammer.
called, Bammers. If you're there,
Bammy.
So me and Ryan. Don't do that. They'll kill me. Me and Ryan will be there for a convention called Comic-Con. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Like a Russian.
K-A-M-I con.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
God.
I've heard Camicon
C-O-M-M.
and
So not
I-E.
Comic-Con and not Comi-Con.
probably Cammy.
Cammy-Con. Let's go Cammy.
Probably.
It's like Cammy-Con. But yeah, so Ryan and I are there, and it's our first convention outside of Rooster Teeth stuff.
You guys are going
RTX
as
and PAX,
Ryan and Jeremy.
Going as Ryan and Jeremy, and so we have panels there. I think we have 3 panels.
one a day.
We've been asking you guys about everything because you guys have done a lot of conventions.
Wing it.
Yeah.
And that's what
That's
I plan
what
to
you'll
do.
do.
It's the achievement on our way.
That's what I plan to do.
You
We
go,
took a bunch of photos, me and Ryan, like battle buddy shoots, and they were okay. I had to do a lot of editing.
God, I looked at some of them and I just was like, "Did you guys turn the lights on?" And you were just like, "I don't know why it's so damn
It was
dark."
brightest, and we took it on the green screen right there. And Ryan turned all the lights on. He figured out that setup over there, and turned the lights on and everything. And Kent took the photos, and I got them. And I was like, "Why is it black?"
Yeah, it was dark, dude.
You know?
But so yeah, so I guess we have battle buddy prints and
Battle buddies in
Nice.
Bama.
battle buddies in Bama. Hey, they're riding me.
You are.
Look at all that purple, baby.
the
Oh, dude,
chum
Rob-
headshot.
Rob Paulson.
Yeah, that dude's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Rob Paulson, frankly,
those are cool
doesn't
too,
know.
because
Yeah.
you'll get to meet people.
True.
Like just like in the green room and stuff, and just like chat. Chat.
Rob
I mean, don't look
Paulson's
at them. in the
voiced a
eye.
lot
look
of
at, Look at
things.
the floor.
Rob
and
Paulson
if they
has
come to
voiced
you, then
Any
you talk.
character that you can think of, he's probably voiced that character.
That's
It's
not
a lot.
accurate.
It's a lot of male characters.
For people,
does a lot of
for people
high-pitched
asking,
voices.
I don't know if that's in reference to the next week. No, that's this weekend. That's tomorrow. If you're watching this live, that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep.
What is tomorrow? Is tomorrow the 1st? Or no, today's January. So tomorrow's the 31st. So
Tomorrow
31st,
is the
1st, and
31st.
2nd.
Yeah.
Is the show. If you're watching and saying, hey, I live there, I could go there. If it's 31st, 1st, or 2nd when you're watching this, they're there.
It was like the first convention I was offered, and I was like, oh. And I was really on the fence because Monday is Kat's birthday, and like normally, you know, not against Kat, but normally I don't really care. Like I don't care about my own birthday. You know, like my birthday, her birthday. I don't like
I
birthdays
get it.
don't really matter to us that
no,
much.
no.
But it's her 30th, and I'm like, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Like that's a big birthday. So I was super like, I will go as long as I can guarantee I'm home like Sunday night. You know, like I'll take the latest.
Oh yeah,
I'll
you'll
take
be
a-
home at like midnight.
Yeah.
I imagine.
I was like, I'll take
That's
a
how it always
late
works.
flight as long as I'm home on Monday.
I did the same thing pretty much twice now. It fell in line where MCM London is usually right before Halloween. And for me, Halloween is like a religious holiday. Like I must.
No, it's true. She's
That makes sense for Lindsay.
Maybe Satanist would
This is
agree.
chaos reigns today.
Yes. So we would do the convention and fly back, and like the day after would be Halloween. So we come back from like being overseas at this convention in England. I'd be like, all right, time to put on a costume and give kids some candy. Here we go. But that was part of my stipulations. I'm like, I will agree to this, but I have to be there for Halloween. That's it.
Okay.
These are my terms.
I think we flew the day after Halloween because of that. They were like, you can come early, and you're like, no. I was like, that's annoying. That's really annoying.
That's annoying.
But they're fun. They're a lot of fun. Those conventions. And it's
I hope so.
It's nice to like go somewhere not like as far as like I don't know. It's not always like a major city or some huge thing or whatever for people that can't come to RTX. It's fun to like meet people. That's what I hear the most is always like, or like I've been to one RTX or I'm trying to go to the next RTX. But like a lot of people that go to those like smaller conventions are local within a few hours. You know, people drive or take a train or whatever. But it's nice. It's more convenient. You know, it's nice like for you to hop on a plane and go somewhere and stay in a hotel than every single fan have to do that. You know, like that's what's nice for us. For RTX, it's like, oh, I get to go to my bed.
You get to
You
sleep
know?
it, yeah, at
But
home.
it's like it's a huge
Really
a
nice.
huge thing, you know, for people to do. So that's probably the biggest like benefit is like it's less chaotic. It's less like you know,
Well,
50,000 people. So it's a lot more chill to like chat with people. And,
I assume it's also a ton more chill because you go into a convention, a fraction of the people at the convention know you.
Bro,
a fraction will know who me and Ryan
tiny.
are.
And even the
Right.
people that do know who you are, they're like, okay, now I'm going to talk to a real celebrity.
Yeah, and we're, you know,
Which
we're
is
like
awesome.
Yeah.
It's great. dude.
aces. Get
it's
out of here, dude.
great.
Whereas like RTX, pretty much everyone there knows.
Yeah, we
like,
can't walk
yeah,
the floor.
Achievement Hunter and you know the more on-screen people in Rooster Teeth. It's like everyone there knows you. It's just like it's insane.
I think I've talked about it on off topic, but I was laughing in that sense exactly. If people come to see us and they're like, okay, now I'm gonna go like see CW actors or someone who like
Yeah.
John Boyega. Okay, cool. And we're like, thanks for coming by. Appreciate it.
Tell them I say hello.
Yeah.
So, God, at Salt Lake Fan Expo that we went to, which was on my birthday, Tom Holland was there. Awesome. Got to meet him. Super cool.
There we go again.
I know, name drop. Hey, Tom, I'm sure you remember me.
Hey, Tommy.
Oh, guy.
Point being, so we're at our booth. Someone came by and they're like, oh, I just met Tom Holland. I'm like, that's awesome. I did too. Really cool. He's like, yeah, I let him know. I'm like, would you let him know? He's like, that you're like way cooler than him. You're my hero. Like,
Right.
I told him.
That's the face
Yeah,
Lindsay made.
and I went, no, stop. What are you
Thank
doing?
God he was like, I'm sure he was like, I've never heard of that person.
I don't
Whatever.
even know.
Thanks.
And like, it was an intended compliment. I really appreciate it, but we are not.
I was making this face. Don't tell anyone else that someone else is better than them.
It's not usually
Yeah,
not true.
don't do that.
Especially if it involves us. It's not true.
Just give a compliment to someone and then give a compliment to someone else.
Or
all you need.
you know what else?
No
Quiet.
Yeah.
Be quiet. Say nothing. Speak to no one.
Like they've been in movies that have grossed over $1 billion.
Quiet.
Multiple.
That's what I did when I met him. I
You
went,
made YouTube videos.
And I turned on the microwave and I walked out.
Yeah. And he's like, where'd you get that microwave? Why did you have a microwave with you?
And I went,
I'll be honest, I was in the green room at one point, and I saw Tom looking a little fluttered, and he just started pushing buttons in the microwave.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
He
oh,
must.
like me.
They
He's
do it.
supposed to be
they
here.
do it too. Yeah. And I was like, well, I'm not going to ask him any questions. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Honey. You know that Honey is a free online shopping tool that automatically finds the best promo codes and applies them to your cart, and you know how great it feels to save. But how does it feel to save with Honey? Saving with Honey feels like sliding into a seat on the train just before the doors close, hitting every green light on your commute, finishing up your podcast episode right as you walk into work, or the joy of laughing at Gavin when he fails, which is quite often priceless. Used Honey recently to buy a blender. Do some blending. Got a sweet Ninja blender at Best Buy. Saved about $20. Honey took care of it for me. It's doing all the work. I don't even have to think. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, like Best Buy and Target, and they're adding new stores every day. Honey has over 18 million users that have saved more than $2 billion. That's $2 billion saved for free. And that's why it has over 100,000 plus 5-star reviews on the Google Chrome store. Using Honey feels pretty great. Think of it as a little daily victory. Plus, it's free to use and installs in just a few seconds. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/offtopic. That's joinhoney.com/offtopic. Lindsay, I can't help but notice you refuse to represent the company with your shirt. Because
What's your
we
jacket?
don't make Jurassic Park.
blank jacket.
No? Okay.
I have that jacket.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Well, you used to,
I have it.
because she's wearing it now.
What?
Yeah, surprise.
I've got
Three
the
colors, too.
ambiguous Funhouse Achievement Hunter
We get a lot of
sweater.
that.
Yeah. That could be either one. I think this is Funhouse, though.
Matt's got the salty
think.
shirt.
No, it's not.
No,
this
that's the
Achievement Hunter?
Valentine's Day
I'm
one.
almost certain
Brand
that's
new.
Achievement Hunter.
Is it?
I believe that is Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's an
I
A.
think it says green. That's green.
an
It's
A.
not black.
I love how you called it ambiguous, but seriously, it's Funhouse. No, it isn't.
No, it isn't. Again, yes, very hard to tell.
Yeah.
But it is AH.
There's that
you
extra
go.
line.
This
There's
is
that
A.
line in there.
It still doesn't be. Wasn't there?
Achievement Hunter.
Hunter.
Had to double check. Couldn't remember what I was wearing. It's a candy, you bitch.
Disastrous
Universal.
Jurassic
Enterprise.
Park.
Yeah.
Where the dinosaur ghost would be.
Do you remember that the TR shirts we put out, or maybe it was a hat? I don't know. Like there's one logo. Like I love a lot of stuff we put out, but there was like it was a hat, but it was like the RT, but it was like it was a rooster, but
Here
it
we
was
go.
done really strangely, and it said TR very clearly, and it's like no, it's Rooster Teeth. And it's like, but the T is first, and then it's the like well,
Teeth
no.
rooster.
Well, it's probably for taking pictures in a mirror.
Maybe.
Oh,
Or they had
no
the flip
sense.
ability, yeah.
that does kind of make sense. That'd be cool.
He hates you right now.
Well,
From what you just said.
only if the R was
Yeah,
R
the
was
R would
backwards.
also have to be backwards.
no.
Yeah. See, if you. We should do that.
I tried. I'm
we done
almost
that?
certain what I've said has existed. I think. I could be wrong, and maybe it wasn't that.
We had achievement.
I was just
achieve
grasping at straws
backwards.
there to try and make sense of the trauma that Jack was facing. But
Yeah.
I
Rooster
feel like
teeth.
I know I've seen it. I don't know if we've made it. I know I've seen shit like that where it's like it's backwards in the mirror.
We have the Achieve backwards hat.
My thing, I will say, is though, I blows my mind people that just don't flip it because you could do it right on your phone.
Well, now you can.
Yeah.
That wasn't an
mirror it?
update with one of the new iOSs?
No, not at all. What do you mean?
I thought that you couldn't
you could
flip your
always-
images unless it was a third party app.
right. Maybe you couldn't do it right from
Exactly.
like Apple Photo Flip, but it's still just Apple Photo free app flip.
You gotta get that free app.
You gotta get that free app. You know?
Lazy.
And with
That
your with your
virus.
400,000 apps you have on your phone, it's like add another one. It bothers me. Here's the thing: when it really bothers me, if someone's like, "Check out my shirt," and then it's backwards, I'm just like, well, if it's about the thing, I mean, make it look right. You know?
I guess. Yeah.
Don't, like,
If-
point
if
at
that's
it.
the
Don't-
subject.
If it's just
of it.
like, here's me, like, hey, this is my hair today, or whatever, I care less. But if it's like, look at this cool new shirt I got, and it's backwards, I'm just like, flip it around.
dude, you know what
You posted it on the internet. That was some work.
So that I understand. The thing that gets me every time is anytime, like, if I'm posting a picture or something, like a progress photo of, I've been losing weight or I've been working out or whatever, and I post like, there's at least one person every time that goes, like, I think he photoshopped this because his tattoos are on the wrong arm. And I'm like, guys, it's
Did
here.
you?
They caught you. They caught
Oh my
you.
guys.
You moved your tattoos. That was your mistake.
I edited them onto the other person's body in the wrong spot.
His wedding ring is on the wrong hand.
Yeah, or that. I've heard that one before too. Why is he wearing his wedding ring on the wrong hand?
Oh boy.
Apparently in the chat, Denise is telling people she was in a fender bender, and they really want me to notice. Wasn't that important because she didn't call me.
Well, she's actually like in the ditch right now, like with the stream open.
Don't give her attention. She's fine. Also, great. It's a new car.
I would wear a shirt with old man Jeremy Michael that says, "Where am I?"
Or no, it's got to say, "Who's this guy?"
Who's this guy? Yeah, no, that's it. That's it.
Who's this guy's a big one.
We need a "Who's this guy" shirt and a "Hello."
Hello.
Oh, no. She texted me 7 minutes ago.
Good.
Help! Stuck in car on fire.
Michael's good at, as the old man, calling people like. I don't know. I don't know where it comes from in his brain. He literally becomes a different person. So he calls people like neighbor or
I'll try to be old.
Yeah.
like neighbor, Sonny, Kitty. What'd you call Eric? You said something to him. You were
I said little guy a lot.
little guy. Was
I say little guy a lot. I say
Hey, little guy.
I call things sharp. Like that looks nice. That looks cool. Like, oh, that's real sharp. That's what my grandfather used to say.
Yeah,
a lot.
little
Like, oh, looking sharp.
Eric came walking up in the video we recorded the other day as the old man. And Michael's hammering him with that. I don't even think I was part of the conversation between Michael and Eric. I just whacked Eric with my cane in the shit. He was just like, ah!
You did.
Just
What
like,
no man would do. God.
for no reason.
We talked
Collateral
about it
damage.
too, just delving into the lore of old menness. And
Yeah.
someone asked in the office too. They were
man.
like,
Lord.
they said, "Are you,
You age.
OMC.
We talked about
We
this.
did, yeah.
Oh, are they
it's-
married?
We talked about
on-
this last
on
week
you.
on the podcast.
Yeah, someone asked her like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Are
Yeah.
you guys married?"
Are you married? And I said, I don't think so.
Yeah, I still believe.
The question was if they're married to why,
In general.
not each other.
And I just assumed you meant, are they married?
Which is so funny.
Very progressive.
But my answer-
they're old men, but they're very progressive.
But my answer was, I don't know.
Yeah, your answer was, I
I'm
don't
glad
think
that was
so.
your
Oh,
reaction.
yeah. I don't
It's
think
good.
so.
I don't think so.
I like to believe they're widowers, but because they're now in that situation and hang out so much, there is some homoeroticism there. There is some tension there.
I
But
think
they
they're-
won't address it.
You're writing fanfics about this.
I think they're too old
Me and
for.
Larry.
I think they're too old for sex in general. I
You're
think they
never
just
too
threaten.
old
I think
for
they just
sex.
threaten each
They're
other.
not,
like,
they might be too old for sex, but not too old for love.
There you go.
yeah, but
Also, they're not too old.
yeah.
Look at
Your guy
Guess
not
what?
threatens it a
Bye.
lot, but gives a lot of like, "Oh, you're looking good," and like the tongue will come out.
Another
of
thing
that.
too that I don't think has been in any of the videos which I've been doing lately is he might eat people.
Your guy has really taken up a habit of threatening to bite and eat people.
And I don't remember in my head that made sense at one point. And I don't, but now I'm just stuck with it.
I just keep going. Why does he keep eating people?
I always like when I'll do a thing and not really pick up on it, but I know it's a thing when you go, "Why are you always eating people? Why is he always talking about biting people?" And I just go, "I don't know. Seems like a thing he'd do."
That's how you escaped a bus or something. You see, you bit the driver.
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
Like I was on the bus and then gave the driver a good bite.
I think he said he wouldn't let me off.
He wouldn't let you off, so you bit
or he
him.
wouldn't let me cross the line.
It is
so
strange when you like
I took
commit,
a chunk out of
you
him.
commit to a bit like that, like commit to the old man. Like when I did the ref.
The ref.
Yeah,
Dude,
like
Yeah.
I
God,
was
with
like,
your mouth hanging open. It was so funny.
I did that whole thing, and it was like at one point they asked a story. They asked like when we were doing the talking heads thing. They were asking like questions, and I just like delved off to this thing about my ex-wife and how she left me, and I've been really sad. And it's like I had no idea where the fuck that came from. It
It's
just
so
came
gotta
out.
go with it.
Yeah.
So
You wrote it in the back of your mind.
There's a thing where Daniel, when he was here doing Chump, he was talking about the episodes coming out this season for Haunter, and he was like, Michael specifically with the one that you're in.
No.
Because I'm in. I was only able to go to one shoot again because of the Luna being born, and I think it's going to be a 2-parter. But he's like, well, there's that thing that you did, this that you did. So I got to make sure like you're good with us using that. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, you did all this, remember? And I was like, oh yeah. He started explaining to me, and I have no memory of it.
And like
because
it's something you remember.
It was like, here's a prop, here's a thing, and I just became the thing that I was doing.
Yeah.
So I extra have no memory because it wasn't Michael doing it. It was like I was a character, quiet. I was like a character, and it blew my mind that I forgot about it.
Yeah.
He started explaining it, and I was going, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, No, you did it. You definitely did it. Remember this? And remember that? And I slowly went, oh, yeah.
And like the haunters have done, summoning circles around dildos, and they've done. This
Correct.
was the most absurd thing that's been done in a haunt.
I wasn't there for it, was I?
What?
I said what you did was the most absurd thing by far.
I mean-
to lure a ghost out.
I don't think I was there for it. Because nothing.
you weren't.
Was this in
It was
Pennsylvania?
Pennhurst,
Okay, I wasn't there for that.
You were not there for it. Oh my god.
Sometimes you get information on the ghosts and what angers them or what ties them allegedly to this world, and you play on that. And this is what I did. I was given props, I was given instructions and insight about this particular ghost, and I ran with it.
It's a yes and situation.
We'll explain it once the camera's
All
cut
Oh.
to
Yeah.
people at the table.
And you'll see it.
And you'll see
because
it.
I absolutely will. I haven't watched it yet.
I think it's a
reviewed it,
much later episode.
But I'll say
in the season.
I can tell you without reviewing it. Put it in the episode. Well, because the way Daniel was talking about it, it was almost like, I don't know if we can use this, or I don't know if it's gonna get used. And then the more he was talking, he goes, no, I need you to tell me you're okay with it. I was like, sure, I did it.
Yeah.
Throw it in there.
There's not much that Michael has said. Don't put that out too. It's a very very fine line, but important.
The fine line for me that I have to walk a lot in the Haunter shows is like a lot of the ghosts.
You don't really walk that line at all. You bust through it, and then you feel bad later.
I'm mostly
That's
told
exactly
to.
what
I'm
you're
mostly
saying.
told to, and similar. I just go okay.
Yeah.
But the ghosts that are at these places, I mean, they're actual dead people. They were people at one point. They're like, oh, this
correct.
killed this guy. It was a real person.
That is how ghosts work.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, this was a real person. This is the story. This is how they died.
Like we're literally in the room where a person
Here's a
died.
picture of him.
Yeah,
This is the person. And then I have to go in there and be like, "Sup, idiot!" And we showed a clip after Chump where it was like some guy was being interrogated in the asylum. I don't even know if it was a guy. I forget if it was like a kid.
It was like I
Eugene,
think it was
right?
it was like an 18-year-old.
Yeah, and his name was
allegedly.
Eugene, and he's being interrogated, and it was like this situation where the interrogation got really rough, and he got punched, and he got like a brain hemorrhage and died or something. And then I'm like, so we're luring Eugene out, and I just put on boxing gloves.
Right.
Jeremy comes in and he's like, come on, Eugene! And I was like, God. And Jeremy's looking at me going, oh, I feel so bad. And I was like, it doesn't look like it. You're like, come on! You're like punching the wall with boxing gloves and like,
I mean, what they cut out is usually during the shoot. I'm doing that, and then I was just like, I'll go, Daniel, this is kind of messed up, man.
Daniel was the worst. We'd be like, oh, keep going. This is great. Keep going. Keep going.
Antagonize.
When you die, there's going to be a guy walking up just going,
I'm gonna go listen to Eugene.
Jeremy's
I'm Eugene!
Dude, I just
Remember
when you
me?
die, someone's gonna walk in going, hey, shorty, what's the matter? I'm too tall for you. This is gonna be some asshole bringing in a step ladder and like, come face me. And you're gonna be like, God, I was such an asshole. Oh, damn it.
Now, there's been a few times when I film with you, and that's your character, and flip side, I'm the welcoming force.
Yeah,
with
you're
those,
the
like,
nice
"Come hang
one."
out with me. I'm good cop. You're bad cop. But usually, like that'll be flipped where you will fight like the person who wronged the ghost. We were like, I'm gonna fight like the doctors who ran experiments on you. They're ghosts.
There's
like,
a lot of
fuck
bad
you.
ghosts.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe because I wasn't there, you didn't channel the positivity. and
No,
you
it was
went
with
to,
Gavin.
There you go.
It was like
Gavin in an
hiding,
attic.
going,
Yeah.
get him.
Yeah, he's going, no, and
I
like,
think in that clip, you hear him going like, oh my God.
because I kept punching the walls, and I kept getting more and more confident with how hard I could punch the doors and the walls because I had the big gloves on. I kept ripping
You're a
them.
fool.
Like, the glove was all like torn up because I was just punching
I
walls.
love it. I love that commitment too, and that's great with working with Jeremy. Is Jeremy goes like full force.
Well, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna be in an old abandoned asylum with boxing gloves on,
Well,
yeah, I mean, do it.
do it.
for that even like that makes sense. We're here to record this show. We put all this effort into it. There's so many people here working here. Make good content. Really invest into it. Okay, I understand that. But then like. Case in point is we did some auditions recently and they give you a little small character side, but not much. They're like, you're a woman, here's her age range, voice range, make something out of it. And I appreciate actors, especially like Jeremy, who are like, okay, I'm gonna create up this whole life story for this person. Or like Jack was just talking about with like one line. It's like your line is thank you. And you're like, okay, Her mom died when she was 6. Her father left town. Okay. All right. I'm bringing this to the table.
She doesn't really know how to.
Right. She doesn't know how to love. She'll find
I
it.
recorded an audition for something that I played for Lindsay, but like before I recorded that audition, I would like sit in my house and I'd like sit in my chair and like anytime Kat would come in, I'd like turn and start talking to her as the person.
Yes,
I'd be like, "What are you up to?"
That was the when I was the sheriff
Yeah.
in season 2 when Jack was the ref in Hardcore Tabletop.
Yeah.
95% of my talking heads were just nonsense, and they weren't used like they kept posting them as like social media clips. Because like it didn't make any sense. It had nothing to do with the game at all. Like I would just go on these like 2-minute tangents about like cattle farming and I went in this whole thing that they posted about how like it was literally like the context of the game was like someone screwed someone over when they were like allied, and it ended with me talking about tying people to railroad tracks and letting the train come and run them over in town. Like it made no sense at all. But like I would just go and go and go until they stopped me, and I would just do the talking head. And there's a couple of them that they ended up posting on social media where you can see me starting like to crack up because I'm just like, what the hell am I doing? What does this have to do with anything? And like they're literally like, okay, so for this talking head, this happened in the game. Like, what did you think about that? And 5 seconds later, I'm like, the moon landing wasn't real. It just doesn't make any sense at all.
Dude, you are really good though at like timing your breaks. Like you have times when you're like, I gotta laugh at this, I gotta laugh, but you'll like hide them well. We did the other day. We recorded a Extra Life thing where we had to take over Always Open.
Oh yeah. Oh, we should talk about that too. So we shot the Achievement Hunter version of Always Open. That comes out next week. Again, you're watching this live, and then I don't know. That comes out like on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then next week's Off Topic, a week from today, will be the Always Open cast.
And we saw the last episode of that. It gets rowdy, and so polar opposite. When we do the Always Open, we're very like collected and everything like that. And like Michael in particular, Michael and Jeff are great at it.
It was me, you, Jeff, and Ryan.
And Ryan.
One.
So we didn't have Gavin this time, but like, Ryan and I aren't as awesome at like really staying in that like kind of character that Michael like if Michael has nothing to say.
Dude, the second we ended it, Jeff was like, I love it. It's like living in someone's skin.
And I don't like it because
we ended and you went, I don't know, it feels weird.
And I was like, I don't like this. Like I don't like being like quiet and like just like
no, I love that. Yeah. Flip that. I hate hosting. We've seen my example of hosting. It's horrible. It's not good. Jeremy's an amazing host.
But it's not that. It's not even that. It's just like something about the Always Open is like
the Always Open that we make it.
Yeah, we make it. It's not what Always Open is.
People keep telling us like that's not what it is. It's like that's what it is for us.
For us, that's what it is. It's collected. It's structured as opposed to the chaos that is Off Topic. And like so, and Michael will do his things like, yeah, you know what? That's a good point, Jeff, and then stuff like that. But like Michael will say the weirdest things, like in his very like calm voice. Ryan will say bitch or something, and Michael's like, I don't know if we needed to take it to that length, but I don't think the B word was very necessary there. And like the camera's on him, and then Jeff will start talking, and it will cut to Jeff, and Michael in that second that the camera cuts away will just look at me and go,
I immediately lose it. It's like hold together. It was like, wow, that was a bit extreme. It was unnecessary, and quite frankly, I think we're all a little disappointed in you. Then it cuts and I lose it. I like, and then I'm watching the camera and watching it, and I go.
and then I just start laughing. There's so many times that it will cut to the wide, and I'm laughing.
And also, Michael's great for it, and you two fucks work next to each other, so you're in close proximity. Michael will also drop a small little like, well, that was kind of unnecessary.
Yeah,
like,
the under breath voice. Yeah.
Damn your jokes. Damn you. See, Matt, I have that rapport, but it's me, Alfredo, Trevor, and then Matt. So I'll say some dumbass joke, and Matt's the only person who hears it, and then he'll add on to it, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So we just kind of like play joke tennis across from Trevor.
My favorite thing is just like how occasionally like you'll say something and it'll be like insane. I'll be like,
yeah, I'm like, Matt heard that.
What? what are you talking about over there?
See, Alfredo and Trevor already tuned it out. Matt's the only person still receiving any message.
On that side of the room. Matt just gets it way down at the end there. Yeah, awesome. No, I get the looks and then the under voice talk from Michael. at my desk, which is normally very funny. If you ever hear me giggling in a video and no one has said anything, it's because Michael has done something. He's either looked at me. Or
It's either something you've done and I'm giving you a look, or something's happening on the other
I've
side.
done something that annoys him, and he'll just like turn in his chair and just like.
I also like
look at
there's like usually a signal, right? Well, you'll do something, and I don't want to go, hey, look at me, because
Yeah.
we're in a video or whatever. You'll do something, and I'll just go.
Right, and
Like,
that will break
you'll
me.
hear the controller thing and look over.
my phone.
Yeah, that's why I use the power box. It's great. And you'll go, why are you looking at me? Like, that's usually all that makes it into the video, and I'll just give you a stare. The
Every time it
whispering
breaks
in the
me.
comments are usually it's usually stemming from Ryan, who's accusing someone or yelling
Because
at
he
someone.
can't see us. Ryan
And
can't,
he can't
see. Jack
see
can
us,
see me.
and
so.
then you or I'll say something like, here we go. There's at it again.
I was gonna mention it before Jack left, then you left and it was awkward. So
I guess
you're
it was
back.
funny too because I didn't notice this, but
need the
apparently the stream glitched and you left during that time.
shit.
So people were like, "Holy shit, where's Jack?" I saw,
Jack was Matrix
I saw a lot of
style.
comments
It was
that
being
Jack just
deleted.
disappeared.
The Rapture's happening. Kirk Cameron warned
Nice.
me about this. Oh,
Weird Place
shit.
season 2 promo.
But I love Jack. His humor, what I appreciate the most is he can deliver something with very deadpan, straight face, but what you're saying is so nonsensical and absurd that it makes you laugh, and that's some of my favorite type of humor. And on top of that, I like the characters that you play. Usually you skew female-oriented, but like Brandine is top. I love Brandine
Brandine
That
so
worked out well.
much.
a monster.
Yeah.
And
lot
she's
of-
very polarizing.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people like, oh, when are you gonna do part 2 of that? It's like it ended so well. It's like if we did a part 2, it would just like
Imagine
Yeah,
part
don't
2 in
ruin
your
it, yeah.
mind.
yeah.
They're still going.
Don't
So
opposite.
it's
Oh,
like
man.
you know.
Yeah, Jack's ability to say things like totally straight that you're right are absurd. I was watching like a best of video, and I don't know when
I'm
we
gonna
were
go
talking about Danny Phantom or something, and I was like, "Oh man, the ending to that was like." Like I hated the ending to that. I'm not gonna say exactly what he said,
I
but
know what you
it was
mean.
still in the
I
video.
remember
But I was like, "Oh, the ending to that was awful." Jack says something along the lines of, "He's like, oh yeah, he was in a terrorist attack, right? Died, died," and like just like total straight, like, and I don't even know if I heard it in the video. Like I just heard it watching it later, and I just started like watching. I went, "What? Why was that in there?"
Yeah, and I love if that happens to Jack though. Jack will run with it too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
He'll go.
playing some stupid stream game. It's like a Jackbox game, and you asked, you're like, "What was that band?" And I went, "Scrooge McDuck," and you were like, "Yes, yeah, that's it. Okay, moving on." But like,
that's so
totally
nailed it.
unrelated.
Nailed it. That is the one.
Good shit.
All about yes and.
It is all about yes and.
Unless you're Ryan, then it's no but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but is also can sometimes be very funny.
I do like I've been trying not as much lately, but I like kind of what Funhouse does, where like someone will create a character on the fly, and then someone will jump in and like respond to that character and another character. We used to do that back in the day during like theater mode and stuff, where I would like bring up something, and there's some old types like that, but that's tough to do because if people aren't expecting it, it's like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like,
I mean, you kind of just got roped into it, but I love the dynamic of, again, you being like the grandchild of the old men. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just here with my grandfather.
Oh yeah,
Love
he's
a
my
lot.
grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was an instance where Jeremy went, "You are now my grandson, Jack." I
Right.
went, okay.
Well, yeah, he handed me my cane. I went, "Thank you, Jack. You're a saint." And Michael said, "Is that your boy?" I said, "That's my grandson."
Goodness. Now, I've talked to Michael about this. I'm like, I wonder if that has now translated into real life, because Alfredo mentioned, he's like, you're improvising in real life. I'm like, maybe, I guess. Like, that's just how I live my life. If someone says something, I go, okay.
All right.
This is my role now. Yes, and.
Everything's an improvisation.
Okay.
Yeah, but you answer yes to questions that you haven't heard yet.
I know.
Like,
Preparing.
we'll ask you questions. Like for me, if someone asked me a question and I
It's
didn't really
yes,
hear
wait.
it, I
What'd you
go,
say?
I go like, I wasn't listening. I just
you
straight up
do.
go, I wasn't listening to a word you said, and like they'll repeat it. Lindsay won't hear it, and we go,
What'd you say?
yeah, and then you'll go, yeah, that's what you do. You go, yeah. I'm sorry, what?
It'd be like,
Like you'll answer it and then
Yeah.
tell them you
It's
didn't
so
hear
true.
I
it.
mean, Lindsay, like, did you know anyone in that plane crash? What?
What? Like, what crash?
Oh my God, who did I know in it?
Yeah.
Great example of that too is not fully registering what's been said to me is the beginning of Lindsay Wins. When we hopped into the game and Jack goes, "What car are you in?" And I heard, "Are you in?" And I went, "Oh, I'm in, baby." And I was just like, what?
Oh, I think at one point in Lindsay Wins, Michael's like, or someone goes, like, "Lindsay, where are you?" And you're like, "I'm just still going." And we're like, no, like, where in the race are you? What, what place are you in? Lindsay's like, I'm in the blue rings. And Michael's like, what number? What place are you in? You're like, oh, I'm in first.
Not physical location, place.
Yeah.
Got it.
I get that.
yes.
Like, that makes the most sense. Where it's like you thought you heard it,
I'm
but
in the blue
not
rings.
completely.
Straight up too. I won't go into the details of where and when this was happening, but recently I had a conversation with someone where we were doing improvisational games. Same thing, trying to just brush up on those acting skills. Okay. So the person was like, hey, I'm going to say 2 things, and you, as quickly as you can, tell me like what the connection is here. And she went, 2 and 7. And I was like, oh, well, like, if you like flip the 2, it kind of looks like a 7, like there's a little flat part and a curve. Yeah, like that's how they're similar. And she goes, they're both numbers.
Numbers would have sufficed.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I
Got it.
I went galaxy brain. We're going.
All right, if you look at it,
Oh boy.
if the 7 had a mental breakdown.
I
A
do
7
wish,
can be a 2 if it wants to be. Okay.
I mean,
I wish there was a machine that you could get like, I'm just gonna ride shotgun in Lindsay's brain for a day and see what's going on in
I don't
there.
think I want to.
Yeah,
just-
Gavin said that, and that's what I said. I'm like, don't.
I think I'd be better
Yeah.
off just not knowing. I just watch it.
Like watching how things connect. It's
You know?
like how, like what is, you think like an electrical storm on someone's head. It's like what's going on in there? Is it just like a peaceful
Yeah,
pasture?
but like I could look at a volcano and be like, that looks really cool. I don't want to jump in.
Yeah, right.
No.
The best way to describe it
Jumping
is,
in volcanoes?
Yeah,
Of Lindsay's brain.
Oh, see ya.
I told Jeremy, the meme of someone just kind of like calm face, but it says internal screaming. That's it.
Get the
See,
microwave
that's the
going.
thing. I'd be scared to find out how similar my thought processes are. Where it's just like,
boy.
oh, these match up. That's not
Both
great.
have blue hair?
Okay, I need to fix mine. But yeah, I'd be scared to find out that I thought more like you.
Do you
What does it say about Lindsay?
do you think in nonlinear thoughts? It's kind of like a scatter plot of information that somehow forms.
I mean, it eventually will make like a
Info?
thing, you know?
yeah. Blend it all together. Make a nice dip.
Blend it together.
Tasty.
I will do that.
That's how I like my thoughts.
I do that thing that, and Kat hates this, but like, I'll see something like I'll see sunglasses, right, sitting there, and then my brain will start to leap from thing to thing, like related to that. Like, I'll see sunglasses, and I'm like, oh man, in Pokemon, Squirtle wore sunglasses. That was cool. Squirtle's a water Pokemon. This is also a water Pokemon. Water's kind of weird. Doesn't that freeze into that? Like, I'll like go from thing to thing, and then whatever that 7th subject I land on is, I'll bring that up to Kat, and Kat,
Oh.
like she was
I
there
do
for the
same
journey.
thing. I do the same thing. Yeah.
And she'll be
Michael's
like, oh, what are you talking about?
You
And I'm
missed
like,
the
oh.
bridge.
She'll do that in the middle of a sentence. Though. Like she'll be saying something, and without stopping, continue into something that makes no sense at all. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And every time she'll go,
Figure
I'll go,
is
we were just
deviating.
talking about this. And she'll go, well, that was the last thing. Now I'm on to this thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, but it was in the middle. Like,
Right.
there was no stop. And then, oh, and by the way, it's just one thing right into the next, but it's 6 steps away.
I've laid
Like,
out the
there's-
parts of the sandwich.
there's-
It's your job to
There's
assemble it.
no clear path to that at all. There's so much internal.
treasure.
No, you just gave him 2 pieces of bread. He doesn't know what was in the middle of it.
Now, Katie will do the thing
I thought
Yeah,
where
we're having pizza. How do you not understand that?
Katie will do the thing where like she'll have a conversation in her head and then start talking midway through that conversation. And she'll like we'll be in the car. She'll be like, I just can't believe she would do something like that. I'm
Yeah.
Yep. I do the
I
same
need
thing.
context. I have no
Excuse
idea what
me?
the hell you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Next time she does that, you should just scream. That's all you're driving. And then she'll go, oh, I'm doing that thing again.
I will do the thing that where I'll see something and I'll be talking and be like, oh my god, look at that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, you just get full on distracted.
Well, that's my favorite tweet I received from anyone at RTX. I was like, yeah, they just go, yeah, I was having a nice conversation with Matt, and this is where he stopped. It's like, oh, look, a bird flying by.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but at
That's
least
crazy.
you got
That makes
distracted, but you pointed it out, and another human can see what you're talking about.
Right.
Right? The bird's real. It's not in your mind. Where you're not talking, and then you just start talking about
Right.
a bird, and
I'm
the
thinking
person's
about a
like,
bird I
I
saw
lost
2
you.
weeks ago.
Right. And she's like, remember we were driving home from like when we were in New Jersey, there was that bird? No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
We all said jabroni.
I will kind of do that
well,
if someone's telling me like Kat's telling me a story or something like that. But Kat has learned now to like she'll be talking to me, telling me the story, and every now and again she'll go. And then, and then this, and then, it's like, and then she'll notice me like wandering off.
Your eyes glaze over.
Stay. Like, oh, I'm sorry.
That's awesome. And recently too, I've taken it a step further with that. We were hanging out with Jackie and Alfredo playing Red Dragon Inn. Great game. So we'd been hanging out and having a few drinks, but nothing crazy. It was like 2 beers. I don't drink as much as I used to
Maybe a
anymore.
little blue.
Yeah.
There was
I
no blue.
I don't no blue. I don't touch the blue. But his character was here and he was playing, what's the name of the bunny? It's
Pookie.
Pookie.
He was Pookie.
Yeah. And I was looking at it and I just went, Pookie. And then he goes, oh yeah, I'm playing Pookie. And I had a moment of panic and I went, oh, did I say that out loud? I thought that was like in my brain. I was just like, aw, little guy.
We talked about it before though, but the worst is like one of them, Jackie or Lindsay, will say something that's mostly insane, and Alfredo and I just start looking at each other and shaking our heads, and then the other one will jump to their defense like, no, that makes sense, and we'll just go, no,
This can't happen.
what you're saying doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Stop right now.
With our powers combined.
There'll just be like glossed over look from Alfredo.
We're the Wonder Twins, but Wonder's like, I don't know.
I like to be like, yeah, no, that makes go for it.
Yeah,
I want to
thank
see
you.
how far it'll
Thank
go,
you.
to be honest.
It goes. You should. I
gotta leave.
Go. You should go.
Okay,
You
gotta
gotta
go.
I got a
fight
plane
the
to
catch.
catch.
Have fun, buddy.
Go to Bama.
Later, man.
Track it
I'm
down.
off to Bama, Jack. I'm a quit trip.
Yep,
That's it.
All right.
Have fun.
Back
Make
next week.
friends.
All right. Oh well, yeah, you gotta be back.
Monday for Lasso,
Okay, I'll hold you to it.
Oh, you know I'll be.
Hello.
Hello, neighbor.
Bye bye then. Oh,
Who's that guy? Who's that little fella?
Man.
Just a baby. Someone brought a baby to work. Bald bastard.
Trailer for Fast and Furious 9 tomorrow. Anyone else
no,
excited?
no.
Or F9, I
Thank
guess what
you.
they're calling it right now.
F9.
F9.
Kick and scooch.
The saga.
Kick and
I'm gonna
scooch.
pee, kick, and scooch.
Oh God, you're ruining it. Everything's getting
Is
ruined.
it the Fast Saga or the Furious Saga? I don't even know. Whatever.
There's a saga. We know that.
I
And we
just
know
live
their
my
family.
life a
F
quarter
is for
mile at a
family.
time.
What was
Now
the
I do a whole mile.
Yeah, now I go to the grocery store and back. There we go. F9, the Fast Saga.
Damn.
Was
dude,
Dominic
that's all
Toretto.
Was the last one the one where they were driving on like an ice shelf?
I didn't watch.
Yes.
I didn't see it, but yes,
The,
that was
the last one was
that
they
was
were-
with The Rock like grabbing torpedoes or something.
they
Right?
were
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. Oh yeah, he slid it across the ice. Yeah, and they were fighting a submarine.
I like how you went.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
that one makes sense.
That's
it.
the
We
one
did
that had
that.
like the really cool
Well,
Mario
technically,
Kart trailer.
Hobbs and Shaw came out after that.
Oh, that's
it's
true.
in the universe, but it's not
But
one
it's
of
not like
They were just
yeah,
getting
it's like the
into it.
Rogue One of the Fast Saga.
Man, that's a thing that has a Rogue One type thing.
Dude, there are almost as many Fast and the Furious movies as there are Star Wars movies now.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, I guess
This
there
is the
would be
10th.
10.
This
Yeah.
is the 10th one, and they've made what 11 Star Wars movies now. I guess Rogue One and Solo were the other two.
They released that animated one in the theater, but I don't know if you count.
I mean that I don't. That's
I wouldn't
the
count
that's the Clone Wars.
yeah, they
Was
like
it
used that to
series?
launch the Clone Wars.
It was like the
show.
first 2 or 3 episodes or something. I saw
No,
that.
it wasn't the episode. It was like a whole other thing.
No,
It
but
was
then
like-
didn't they then release those as episodes or no? I thought they did.
I don't.
I know
I don't
it
think
came
so.
out as a standalone movie, and the series came out months or
Yeah.
sometime later.
I think they were like the movies how Anakin got his Padawan or whatever. And
I saw
then-
the movie. I never watched the series.
Yeah, after that, the series was like, and here's his Padawan. She's been here the whole time.
And they're bringing that back too.
yeah, they got
They're
like
doing like a last season or something. Disney's digging it up.
It's a good show.
What is Star Wars Resistance?
I have no idea.
Apparently, that's a
It's
thing.
what most fans feel about the current movies. Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently
idea what that is.
Like a lot of the voice actors from that show were in the stream thing I did. And I'm like, I know Rebels and I know
Look it up.
what's the other one?
Clone
That's
Wars.
Clone
There's
Wars.
Rebels and Clone Wars are the only 2 like animations that are canon, like post
So-
Disney, where they're like, you're good. So
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is.
But yeah, they're all super nice, super friendly people. Yeah.
Resistance.
Anyway,
Let's see.
Matt's getting to the bottom of
We've
it.
It's a
got
3D CGI animated television series.
there you go.
Apparently.
When did that come out?
Yeah,
Wow.
there's lots of the Star Wars.
It came out October 7th,
I never.
and apparently it's done like 2 days ago,
Oh well, there you go.
January 26th.
Super convenient. So.
Yeah.
Wow, we're slowly losing cast on this set right now. Oh, Michael's back. Okay, we're good.
Jerry was miming, and I was gonna mime back, and then I was like, I'm just gonna fucking walk over there. He was 5 feet
Was
away.
he losing his headphones or something?
Yeah, he let me borrow them,
Oh, that's
and
right.
then he's leaving now.
Nice.
So he's like, he went, give me them or I'll kill you. It was funny the way he was doing this, so I thought he was being the old man. I thought
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
miming the old man. I didn't know what was happening.
Can you pronounce any of the characters?
Christopher Sean.
Yeah, that's his name. but
Oh,
not
okay.
the-
Kazuda Ziono?
Yeah, I don't know. There's like a ton
Jarek
of-
Yeager, Niku Vozo, Tam Rivora,
and these are the main
Orca.
cast.
There we go. Flicks. Hype Phazon.
Tora-
Oh, Donald Faison plays Hype Phazon. Donald Faison was that's Turk, right? Mm-hmm. From
he got like kind of involved after he did that Robot Chicken thing. And yeah, the Robot Chicken Star Wars thing, and then like after that, they're like, yeah, you can be a stormtrooper or something.
I guess Justin Roiland and Stupid Monkey, Seth Green's company, are making something together now.
That's awesome.
So that's gonna be cool. Yeah, and they're doing something Star Wars related too for Fox. So not Fox/Disney now. Lindsay's back.
I specifically got a beer from the fridge so I wouldn't have to order it. Like, nope.
But it's so fresh.
Not touching it.
Didn't they get rid of like the Fox thing? I might just.
No,
not
I
know
just
it.
saw something about that you're
Yeah.
talking about from the logo.
Yeah, they went with like 20th century or something. That's
Yeah, it was 20th Century Fox. Now is it just 20th Century?
Something like
I
that.
have no idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw some kind of graphic. They got rid of it, or they're getting rid of it, or something.
Makes sense. I mean, trying to establish everything under the Disney brand. Yeah, mega corporations taking over everything. There's gonna be 4
Bastards.
companies that everyone works for.
Bastards.
We work for them. We're with AT&T. It's all us.
Love them.
Disney drops Fox from names of studios
Yeah.
it bought from Rupert Murdoch. There you go.
And then, but not in that picture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That
except
picture,
for
it's very clearly still
big
says
ol'
Fox.
F-O and
they're
X
they're
there.
gonna edit it out.
I had
They'll
I
edit it
I
out.
saw a side by side. I was like, they're right. That one on the right doesn't say Fox.
Ah,
That's how I knew it was legit.
I just like, because I know the internet and the way that they are. I guarantee there's
you
people
know.
who saw that
You know
image
them.
and like complained about the dude who's working security in there who just has his vest on and is texting like, that fucker. He's the reason.
He's the reason
Yeah.
that we have
Message him.
problems.
Who is this?
We did. Lindsay and I did an episode of This Just Internet with Fiona, and we were watching, a slew of videos. And there was one video in particular. I don't even get into it because you watch when the episode comes out. But it was like this really funny video by like 2 like fast food employees, right? And there's like this funny thing in the background. I'm like, that's really funny. It's a shame they definitely got fired.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's got 400,000 likes. I'm like, that's really funny. And it wasn't like, anything like they're messing with the food or whatever. It was
No,
just,
it
it
was
was just
an
like
employee
goofing
running
around.
around
Them
and
goofing
it-
around. And I was like,
yeah.
really funny. It's a shame they certainly got fired for this video.
Absolutely.
Well, like that woman at Best Buy, the security guard at Best Buy. I think it was a Best Buy in Hawaii. Is this woman, and there's a guy trying to run out of the store stuff, and she just dropped down, got in front of him, and just pushed his ass down,
Nice.
and it basically tackled the guy to get the stuff he was trying to steal. And it's like, wow, that's really impressive. She immediately got fired.
That sucks.
And it's like, but then I
Why?
guess she's now like on like Dana White from the UFC like invited her out to come see some
that's
matches
awesome.
and stuff. He's like, yeah, like what do you want to do? Like I can help you with it. So
I was gonna say I love the flip side when something like that happens and the internet goes crazy and loves it and promotes that person. So I'm so glad to hear about that too. And that's happened recently. Like there was a whole kerfuffle with a dude who was complaining about not being sold an item at Target for retail price. Yeah. But the
It's like
pricing,
a penny or something like that.
Yeah, it was a single
like
penny.
misdone.
the pricing and the listing was clearly for like the display case that the item sat on, but logistics. He's like, well, because it's advertised this way, I should only be charged $0.01 for this. And so the woman at the cash register is clearly like, he took a picture of her and everything and was like, this is the woman who did it. And she's clearly like,
She wouldn't
"Oh
sell
my
me
God,
like a
dude."
$200
Yeah,
toothbrush
fuck
for a
this
penny.
guy.
How dare she?
Right. But internet saw that, it took off, created a GoFundMe for her, and it's up to like $20,000. Like, go take a vacation, girl. Shit.
awesome.
Have fun. Enjoy.
yeah, that's that kind of culture though. They're like, okay, you've been wrong, so I'm going to give you money now. Like that's kind of a shit
It can be
thing.
used good and bad, and that's what I was saying. Like, there's good internet and bad internet, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
they exist in the same space.
It's just one internet,
yeah.
in fact.
My God,
Yeah.
maybe it's all not so black and white.
It's just
Many shades of gray.
Christian.
Christian is
50.
his
Christian
name.
was his
50
name.
of
I got
them.
one.
Yes.
Christian
Christian
Grey.
and Bella.
And no, that's from Twilight.
I know, because that's
Well,
based on that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
50 Shades of Grey is the
a fan-
It's a
spin-off.
fanfic.
Fanfic.
It's not even it's a fanfic. And then
Yup.
they just changed the names.
Yeah.
And then the movie studio was like, we'll buy that. And people were like, I'll
Yeah.
fucking read that.
Yeah.
I still remember.
I'll read
when
this
The
porn
book
and be
published
like,
it first,
yeah.
and then they're like, let's make it. That's wild.
My parents went out to dinner. This is during the whole 50 Shades of Grey like announcement. Like, wow, everyone's going crazy about this. They went out to dinner with our family friends that I've known since I was like a baby. And the father of that family group was like, hang on, you've got to read these books, Mama Tuggy. They're amazing. He left the dinner to go to the Barnes & Noble next door to buy her copies of 50 Shades of Grey. to revolutionize her life. And she was like, I don't know what it's about, but I got these books to read. I'm like, stop you right there, Mom. Here's what's going on in these books. They are not amazing quality literature as you've been sold. I'm sorry.
Yeah, to be fair, I haven't read them, but I
It's
assume it's
smut.
just it's just porn, right?
Which is, whatever.
But it's
if
literature
you're down
porn.
for it, do it.
Set people off.
Yeah. My frustration
And
is
other people are gonna get off.
a whole discussion about how I feel like it's a
Everybody's
negative,
getting
reflection of the
off.
BDSM community, but that's fine.
All right, go stand by the microwave.
All right.
Now you get out of it.
And now hearing about that
don't-
woman getting fired at Best Buy, I'm like, shit, that's gonna be
don't
me.
need
I'll
to
instinct
start-
reaction shove someone, I'll get fired.
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
no, I would have like fantasies when I was working at the.
Fuck.
I worked at the arcade of like jumping the counter and tackling someone trying to steal shit. That'd be awesome.
I
But
Was
it's
there like a white noise when you were having that too?
Yeah.
The wah, wah, wah. Yeah.
One of the funniest things that ever happened to me when I was at the arcade. So I worked in an arcade in a mall, and we had these giant glass walls. And when we first installed them, it was just like a normal black wall, but then they took them out and put these really nice glass walls up that were huge. But you could count on it once a day, someone walking right into them. And eventually we had to put stickers on them because people walked into the glass walls so often.
That's
It
really
was like,
funny.
that's hilarious. Because you hear, it sounds like, like when a bird hits a window, it's a thump.
Yep.
It was that. And then you see someone like just really shocked and confused as to how their life worked.
When'd you get force fields?
And then I'd go over and I'd Windex it again and hopefully catch somebody else.
There you go. Think about like action hero in your mind. I love that, and I don't know if you guys have had similar instances. Like how much of more of a badass or of a loser you are in your mind than you are in real life. And like I don't know if you have not like a character you go to, but instances where you're like, man, if I was like a little stronger or a little faster, I'd be doing something super cool and hardcore right now. But I'm not, so I'll be over here, not helping.
No, I have
I get
Doom.
that.
I just like.
Yeah.
There you go.
I will say if some like AC/DC or like Iron Maiden comes on the radio and I'm driving, it's like I suddenly go a little faster.
There
It's
you
like,
go.
oh yeah.
What's a gym mentality? That's a great way to put it. Like
Yeah.
in my mind at the gym, I'm way more badass than I am in real life. I'm
Yeah.
like
I don't
kicking ass,
relate
taking
to that.
names.
Yeah, you do. That was
Yeah,
you
you do.
today.
No.
Now you do.
I
I
feel
saw, I saw
like
your
we're
pose.
cheating.
You're doing a stretch.
It made me do
Oh,
that.
that's the victory pose.
Victory pose. I
That's
saw
the
you do
victory
that.
pose. That's good job. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we
You're
can
on the
talk about
ground.
it, Trevor told me you have a hype video that you play to hype yourself up because I'm the same way. I have hype music. And it's
Mine's
usually anime oriented.
Sarah
Stupid as
McLachlan
hell,
Yeah.
though.
gets me going
There
every
you go.
time. Arms of an angel.
Trevor giving out secrets.
Okay,
do
Leslie,
it.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trevor give out a Matt secret.
He's got those secrets from like before I even worked
That's
here.
why I didn't say what it was. I just know you have a hype video. and I do too.
She just
It
said
is
that she knows.
Stupid as hell.
Is it My Name Is Mud by Primus?
No.
I'll tell
Okay.
you mine. Mine's stupid as hell too. Mine is not Ultra Instinct Shaggy, but it's Naruto Shaggy. When he opens the Sharingan and starts kicking everybody's ass, I play that video daily. I don't care.
I
Jack,
should,
you know
I
that
should say
video, right? You know.
Yeah, obviously. It's the one where he opens the thing and it's kicking ass.
Sharon gone.
Sharon gone.
Sharon gone.
yeah.
Sharon gone.
Sharon
Super
gone.
Saiyan
It's after
comes
the
on,
divorce.
The vice principal, Sharon gone.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the humor.
I
That's the
should,
Jack humor.
I should say it's not for like getting pumped up. It's for like feeling just funny. I don't know. It's a stupid video.
Yeah.
But it's called Intensive Hair Unit, and it's just straight up like. You ever heard that Intensive Care Unit song?
No.
It's
want this too.
it's entirely the scene from Beauty and the Beast with Gaston, like juggling eggs
Yeah.
and being in the bar, and it's all like set to like that music. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's so stupid.
Now
though.
I gotta try this. Intensive hair unit.
I imagine everyone in the chat will have it within like minutes, but
I'll forget,
sorry.
I'll forget where I parked, but I'll remember that.
Okay. I can
I'm right.
pull it
So
up for you.
Vine is back.
What?
It's called
Is it?
Byte now. It's a different
no.
company, but it's
I thought you were
it's
gonna say
6
TikTok,
second,
'cause TikTok
5
is
or 6
Vine.
second clips. And that got me thinking about 5-second films. You ever watch 5-second films?
Yeah.
Katie and I burned through like literally 200 of those the other day. Just sat there and
Well,
just
it took
like
you 2
had a
minutes.
playlist. It was awesome.
Talking about a great way to describe how my brain works. The 5-second film of Late for Work.
Yeah.
That's it. There you go. Yep. Yep. Daily.
Yeah.
Daily.
No, that exactly. There's one with Patton Oswalt that might be the funniest thing. It's the wizard one. That's all I'll say of that. I'll tweet it out at some point. But
Okay.
it's just like
You
one of
can't
those
really
things,
say much more. It's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
literally you
It's
spoil it
5
all.
seconds.
But there's some great ones in there.
How strict are they on keeping it to 5 seconds?
Well, so it has an intro card that's like 1 second,
Sure.
5 seconds of video, and then 2-second outro.
Sure.
And sometimes the audio will carry across those extra 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. So sometimes they'll cheat 2 seconds.
Yeah, sometimes.
First thing I think of is Andy Cortez does 30-second reviews.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oftentimes several minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30
It
second
really
review of a
stretches
movie.
though.
It's like, this is
It's
2.5
like 30
minutes.
second reviews, unless.
Yeah.
Has he done one for a while?
I don't know. I just knew at one point he existed and he did that.
It's true. I'm gonna be going out there pretty soon. Fredo and I are going out to San Francisco to go hang out with Kind of Funny because we're promoting AH Live in San Francisco, and
That's a thing.
Kind of Funny will be joining us. So if you like Kind of Funny, you want to see them.
Oh, they got
check out
in?
that show.
Yeah.
We got our friends at Funhouse gonna be joining us in LA, and don't forget Off Topic Live is also in LA as well. If you either have a ticket for AH Live and want to see Off Topic Live the day after, or you don't want to see all the crazy shenanigans of AH Live, you just want to relax and hang out with us and
I had an email about that.
Listen to
somewhere.
us.
Here we go.
listen to some shenanigans.
AH Live, LA,
Yeah.
March 13th.
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Yes, that's right. I said like those.
What?
The
Yes.
cast list we're still ironing out. We've got by tomorrow. I
I'm
should
gonna
know
announce it
the
right now.
official cast list. I can tell you that Fiona's going to LA. She'll be at
Oh,
LA
shit.
because she couldn't go to the other ones. So yeah, she'll be out there.
Nice.
I'll be at all of them.
Seattle, March
Surprise.
19th. San Francisco, March 20th.
There you go.
And Off Topic Live is Sunday, March 14th at the El Rey Theater in LA.
Sunday or Saturday, March 14th.
It says Sunday.
Tyler.
Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure AH Live was on Friday, and then Theater Mode Live or Off Topic.
Strapping. Oh, that's not what this email says.
March 14th is a Saturday.
Whoa!
I apologize for all those dirty liars that provided Michael with incorrect information.
Someone should be on Chump. His name's Tyler.
Damn.
Believe me.
I don't believe
I think
anything.
the email
I
was
just
a lie right there. It's
information
perfect.
that's given to me.
Everyone is a liar.
I
That's it.
ingest, I regurgitate, and it's gone.
Trust no one, including yourself.
Yeah,
the last person I
especially for
trust.
you. Yeah. Matt over here stealing his own Reese's cups.
I'm worried about.
Who took my cups?
Yeah, I was gonna say you haven't eaten them yet. That's
Yeah,
quite impressive.
I don't understand.
I'll be honest with you. So remember when we filmed that thing last week and I told you I bit my tongue?
Yeah.
I bit the hell out of it. It hurt so much, and I want to enjoy these. So I'm letting it heal before I eat them.
How long do you think you could
Buy
go
another
without
pack
eating
of
those?
Reese's
No.
cups.
How long?
Literally
Like a dollar.
at a gas station.
Don't-
I have them.
Don't
They're
buy
here
more.
now.
Your reward Reese's. How long can you hold off on that reward, Matt?
Until my tongue.
Until his
heals.
tongue?
it's like
Damn it.
it's like a day
That's his
probably at this
thing.
point.
I
got
forgot
willpower, Matt.
what Matt was talking
Say no.
about. We were filming a thing, and he's like, "Hang on, before we start, just so you know, I bit my tongue." I was like, what? He's like, "No,
Bit my
like,
tongue."
like really bad, like yesterday or earlier that day.
Yeah.
I bit my tongue, so this might affect what transpires." And we're like, "Okay."
Tongue lifts.
I'm
Tongue
gonna
curls.
say it did. We'll
Yeah.
see.
And people are saying like, come to Boston, come wherever. If we sell out these shows on the West Coast, there's a very, very high chance that we'll be doing more this year. That's all I'll say. So, but we need to sell a lot of tickets. So if you have any friends out there who want to go, tell them to go buy tickets.
H Live Albuquerque, it's coming.
Still got to do Vegas.
It's
Got to do Vegas at some point. I want to do Vegas.
Just
I want to go to the most like remote location for H Live, like totally unnecessary, not worth it.
it's like a town
Go to
with like
Juneau,
100
Juneau,
people.
Alaska.
Yeah.
We'll go to that.
Yeah,
We'll go to that
I'd love to go to
Walmart that
Alaska.
Pitbull went to and play it there.
I don't think I've seen that.
Need to hear about that?
No.
So there was a contest that was like send Pitbull to your Walmart. It was an online contest. It's like, oh, whoever gets like whatever city gets the most votes, Pitbull will go there and put on a show.
Weird.
And so the internet found out about this, and they found a Walmart in Alaska,
That's
and like they started
awesome.
flooding it with votes
I
to send Pitbull to Alaska.
you. That's the good internet I'm talking about.
to
That's
be
it.
fair, Pitbull was like, "I'm in. Let's do this," and went up there and had apparently a great show.
was like,
but to like,
"Dale, all right."
probably
No one
200
there,
people.
yeah.
Wow.
It's like that's pretty cool. It's
The
like,
entire
all right.
population of Alaska
Awesome.
showed up.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, like, I'll give him props to that. I'll give him props to that. It's like, all right, you kind of own it and be like, yeah, well, whatever. They
really
found it out.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep to it. It's fine.
True. All right, should we get out of here?
Yeah.
Let's.
421.
That's good.
Let's.
Almost
Oh,
was it.
we were close.
Matt missed it, dude.
Yeah. We missed the blazing.
You missed it, dude. Now he's gonna be all out of whack because he didn't get his ganja.
I'm gonna have to eat my Reese's
Devil's
instead.
lettuce.
That would have tasted so much better on the 420,
Whoa.
Right.
but not anymore.
Whoa.
But my tongue hurt.
We love you, everyone.
Thanks for watching. Get out.